Last time, it was a lot of repercussions of actions. It's been a week since our last session. We had Thanksgiving, and so we are back again. 2 weeks. So, last session, you all made your way back from your incident with Elias at the church. You all you had your talk with Blackwell and sort of were getting into the repercussions of what had happened with calling your parents, having them come by and visit, and kind of get an understanding of what was going on.
As they are now in witness protection. One of those interactions not occurring, but being seen by Chris and Rena as Elijah's mother came by in a not very pleasant interaction with Mr. Blackwell, which both Chris and Rena were privy to. Stop that!
It's solitaire.
That's crazy.
Give me a recap, it's fine.
After that, Elijah had some interaction. It was a very Elijah-centric episode. Elijah had some interactions with Garrett and Rosa, both sort of getting their apology out to Rosa, who was fairly understanding.
What was the granny's name?
Mama Baroni!
Yeah.
And meeting some of Rosa's family. Chris had some interactions with Garrett, not much, but a little bit of one.
Really good.
And at the end of the session, they all received a very ominous text about meeting at the lighthouse at 6 from an undisclosed number. And it is shortly after they received that text where we begin today.
We were nowhere near each other when we got the text, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, I think we were all in different places.
Yeah.
Well, we were all at the...
Oh yeah, we're all at the school.
Yeah.
But
Just
we
not
were in
the
different
same
places at the school.
Yeah. So yeah, you've all received this very sussy text.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rena was in her dorm room. Chris, you were off smoking.
No, I think I came back inside, but now I don't remember.
Yeah. If we're going on day by day, this I believe it is Monday. I think this is the next day.
Well, we got the text that night, that Sunday night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did. So
Yeah.
we could still make it Sunday.
So we have collectively agreed to ignore it, fall asleep, and now it's Monday morning.
Unless we don't want to ignore it.
Yeah, I think I should have clarified that.
Monday morning. Monday.
It is made. Yeah, it is Monday evening is what it is meant for. Yes.
Monday evening?
Monday
It
evening.
said Monday. Imagine
Next
it said,
day.
It said,
6
imagine
p.m.
it said Monday.
Retcon. It said
6
6
p.m.
p.m. Monday. Woo!
Woo!
Okay.
It is Monday. You know that you have been invited someplace Monday evening. Y'all got a text last night.
I'm running to Blackwell's office and being like, Blackwell.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a good little soldier and go to Mr. Blackwell and show him the text on my phone.
All right, Elijah.
Because I ain't trying to get in trouble again.
Not remotely traumatized in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, Elijah's gonna walk over.
Who's gonna get there first?
Everyone roll a dexterity. Yeah, we'll see who gets there first. Oh, uh-oh.
That's a 23.
God damn, natural?
Yeah.
Damn.
All natchy, bro.
15.
Okay.
6.
Okay. So yeah.
Elijah's walking.
Chris, you with ease arrive first.
With your skates.
Followed very shortly by Rena, and then followed even more shortly by Elijah. And you are all outside of Blackwell's office right now.
Oh, we're all there?
Yeah, you're all there.
Oh.
Everyone
What's the point of
came.
seeing us who get there?
Just you were the one that brought it up, so I was like, okay, sure, we'll see who gets there first.
Alright,
Why are you here? What are you doing here, Rena?
I think we're all here for the same thing, and I'm gonna knock on Blackwell's door.
Okay, just be, as mysterious as possible, huh?
Listen, I'm not saying anything. I'm reporting this directly to Mr. Blackwell.
Blink, blink.
Yeah, and Blackwell opens up the door and kind of peers out and sees that it is you three. Good morning. Is there anything I can do for you?
We received this text in the middle of the night.
Ah.
I'm just here for food.
All three of you received this?
Yes.
What do you think?
I am just clarifying. And if anyone would offer their phone, he will take it and give it a read.
Yeah, I handed mine to him.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
My slide phone.
There you go, Mr. Blackwell.
Chris, why is there so much porn on this device?
Huh?
He takes it and reads it and kind of thinks for a moment and then hands it back to you. Well, I appreciate you bringing it to my attention firsthand. That being said, I would assume that whoever sent this to you expects you to come alone.
But what if you weren't alone, Mr. Blackwell?
Things like this do present a certain level of danger. Primarily, if you disregard what they are apparently asking you for. Now, I am not going to say you should go alone. I think it would be best if, now that we know that we have agents on standby ready to attend to you if you are in need of it. But I think that bringing someone with you may either completely bypass whatever this person intends to tell you by them seeing you have brought someone and choosing not to agree to meet you, or them becoming violent if they are already there.
Well, we can take probably an electrokineticist like Jeremiah. Someone who's fast.
I think that would be a good idea. I think gathering a few electrokineticists to keep at a distance would be beneficial.
Plus, it's not that far away from the institute.
Garrett is also a sniper.
Yes, although discharging a firearm in open public has a tendency to draw a crowd.
But why would someone send a text if it's just like so soon after, the incident, and also very close again to the institute, so, and in a public space too.
Well, I would take that as a sign of, first, it is someone who is obviously involved, but also it is someone who is either powerful enough to know that they can meet you in public, or someone who does not intend for this to be a violent incursion.
It could be Hans.
That is possible, knowing that he is in some way involved.
He is powerful. He is a mayor official. Or, about to be mayor.
A mayoral candidate.
Yes. And he doesn't necessarily want it to be violent.
Yes, that is possible. So, I think it would be best to have a few people on standby at a distance, and as much as I hate to say it, attending may be the smartest thing you could do. Any amount of information we are able to get from this is a benefit to us.
Well, maybe whoever we bring with should go undercover, you know what I'm saying? Like, disguise, Hiding in plain sight.
I mean, does that even work?
It would work, but it would need to be someone who is not directly affiliated with IKR. So it could not be Jeremiah.
We can't, put him in, a different outfit.
Yeah, I guess his hair is too spiky.
Could put a wig on him, put some glasses on him. I don't even know does he wear glasses? I don't know.
Disguising Jeremiah could be a possibility. It will take a little bit of time, but it seems you have a full day's capability to do so.
It's like a disguise kinetic that can control disguises. No, I'm just kidding.
So,
Well, the only other two electrokineticists are Mariana and Werner.
Given our proximity to the ocean, I think Mariana would be a good candidate.
Mariana and Yin. She's a hydrokineticist.
I see no problem with either of those lines of reasoning.
I think Yin would be best then.
If she even agrees to it. Fucking C-U-N-T.
That's what's wrong?
Was that in this universe or the other universe? I can't remember.
What happened?
She was like... We did not have a very good introduction.
Yeah, she was kind of sniding Chris.
She was very... Yeah.
Oh yeah, she called you a bum, basically.
Yeah, basically.
I think that was this timeline. Yeah.
I think so.
Negative social credit.
So,
If not, I believe Mariana would be the second best candidate.
Mariana is... Who is Mariana? Can someone tell me? This is not in Chris's character. I'm just saying it as a reminder. Who's
She was
Mariana?
the one that was like... That, like, instigated the fight with Elijah. Where she's like, what are you gonna do about it?
Ew.
And is in a relationship with Sebastian, as far as I remember.
Ew. Yeah, they started their relationship, when they got there?
Right after orientation.
Yeah. Well, maybe... Okay.
Maybe not.
Maybe not Mariana. Maybe not. Because, you know... It's only so many bridges, you know what I'm saying?
We really don't need any more confrontation.
I understand.
So Yin is going to be our best bet.
What?
Then I encourage you to reach out and make sure that she is comfortable with attending. I will have Jeremiah on standby. I will have him a distance away to make sure that he is at least within close enough proximity to arrive in a short period of time.
Will he be in a disguise?
Please tell me he'll be in the disguise. Please tell me he'll be in the disguise if I can talk.
I will ask him to disguise himself as best as possible.
It's like his stupid like glasses with the big nose and the
Propeller hat.
So, if there's anything else you need, let me know.
I don't think so.
Very good. Let me know when you are getting ready to leave, and I will let Jeremiah know that he needs to be on his way there, or ready to be there.
Sounds good, Chief. Is this dog there? Is Jacob there?
Who?
Jason, Jacob, Jason. The dog chance.
Dog chance.
Dog roll.
Dog is definitely there.
Yay! Yippee! Can I pet Jacob? I mean Jason.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Jason is kind of like moving around the office as he sees, like, knows that there are people outside the office, but is kind of kept within the confines of his mortal prison.
Dad did not say leave the office.
But yeah, when you kind of reach your hand in, he kind of pokes just his head out, and get some scritches.
Are his nails clipped? Properly trimmed?
Always, 100%.
Okay.
He is like,
How well does he take care of
he
it?
is immaculately groomed, and you notice that you have seen him that way every single time.
Absolutely.
Listen, it's either he's like a German Shepherd, right?
Yeah.
It's either the German Shepherd owner that doesn't know anything about German Shepherds and doesn't take care of them, or they know everything and they're immaculate.
It's good to see that Jason is well
Yes.
taken care of.
I think you mean Jacob.
All right.
Jacoby. Jeremiah. Jackson. Jason.
I
Talking to-
have a question to ask Mr. Blackwell, but I want to wait till they leave.
Yeah.
Why do we have to leave?
I didn't say anything. I was just letting them.
No, I'm not saying this in Chris.
Oh.
Fine, boom.
Why we don't leave, bro?
No worries, no wonder, no nothing.
But
I'm
anyways,
trying
yeah.
to rizz him up.
If there's anything else that anyone needs to ask, you are more than welcome to.
Mr. Blackwell. Well.
Blackwell.
Well.
Jesus.
Anyways, have you asked about firearm training for me?
Yes, I did ask and managed to get permission.
Gosh.
So, if you would like to begin your firearms training, I can get the paperwork started for you to begin.
You can go see Callahan with me.
Who's that?
He's my uncle. Practically. I've known him all my life. He's the one that runs the firing range.
Cool. Anyways.
Bro
Yes!
does not want connections.
Gun! That's all of Chris's characters. No connections.
Not even ones that would benefit you?
No!
But yeah. He hands you a small stack of paperwork
Oh,
with a great
God.
amount of information on it that needs to be filled out in detail.
Detail?
In detail.
No. Walk away.
Yeah.
Don't break your crayons when you fill it out.
Damn! Damn!
I'm gonna punch.
I'm going to strangle Rena to
Like
death.
on the shoulder as I walk away.
Damn! Yeah.
Spaghetti-fy myself in front of you.
Then you'll feel real bad.
Spaghetti-fy.
Change the trajectory of your life.
All because of that. Yeah, Elijah, is there anything else you intend to ask?
So glad you recall about that.
No.
Okay. Yeah. And I assume you make your way away?
Yes.
Okay. That leaves just Rena.
Mr. Blackwell, is it really smart to let Elijah come along?
So soon after the events of yesterday.
Yeah. Because as you said, this is something that's connected to what happened yesterday, and I think we're all still a little raw.
Yes, I would be frightened if you weren't. Unfortunately, they were still a part of it. They were still an important character that had a role there. And I think having them not show up may put forth a sign that I'm not sure you may want to. That you are withholding something or someone. Yes, I think it would be best if Elijah did not attend, but unfortunately I do not think that is necessarily an option.
Rena's kind of silent before she speaks up again. If it comes down to it, and he betrays me again, I don't think I'll be as merciful.
Believe me, Miss Ryder, I would not blame you. And I don't see that as a threat. I see that as a promise.
Alright. Glad we're mutual on that.
Is he free for dinner tonight?
So, you on Tinder or something? Like, I don't know. What's your profile? Anyway. And, I'll like wave to Jason and be like, hi. And, I'll walk back.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of walk away, and after a moment he closes the door and lets you kind of get to whatever you're intending to do. Chris, while you are on your way back to your room,
I'm gonna be first, bro.
you're going to your room, correct?
Yeah. I gotta pull all these papers down to do later.
While you were on your way to your room, Adia kind of pokes her head out as she watches you walk past. And there's kind of a moment of silence as you kind of hear her go, Chris.
Huh?
You see she kind of steps out of her room and she's kind of fidgeting with her hands a bit. How good are you at, like, fighting people? I want to clarify, I'm not asking you to fight someone for me. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I would handle things like that myself. I've just been thinking about the way that my joint mission with Rena went, and I wanted to try and get my way out of the way I reacted. I don't think that was professional of me first, but more so I don't think that was fair for her, and I want to be better at that.
So like fighting, you don't mean like physically being able to fight, but like mentally being able to fight?
Yes and yes. Yes to both. And I know I've seen you wear some of the roller derby stuff, so I kind of figured you were a bit used to the rough and tumble.
I mean, it's a little different when you're like roller derby. You know, like everything. No one's gonna die, obviously, unless some freaky accident happens. But usually, you can just kind of tune out like the thought of, oh, what if I, if it goes too far, there are rules set in place that you have to follow.
Yeah. But it's the idea of almost like exposure therapy, if you think about it. I mean, like, you're so used to kind of getting into it that you almost, I guess, get rid of that freeze mindset.
I guess it's like you gotta think of you gotta have like a goal in mind, like what are you trying to accomplish by the end of this whole thing, and that may change during your fight too. And I guess it's just you have to make up the steps to get to that goal. Like at least for me personally, like I said, like the roller derby thing. Like I see my fight as I don't know, trying to get the most points, I guess.
A competition.
Yeah, basically. But it depends on like what you're good at and how you can use what you're good at.
Yeah.
Towards a fight.
But I guess I just wanted to ask if you'd be willing to kind of help me train a little bit. I think that would be something that would help me a lot. I'd like to ask Imani, but I have a feeling she might get too into it, is my concern. So I figured I would ask you.
That's fine. I don't think Imani would go too far, especially not. She didn't go very far with Rena, at least from what I heard. She wasn't like beating Rena up,
Yeah.
She made her go sleepy, basically.
Yeah.
So I think she knows how to control herself. So I mean, if you want to ask her as well to join, then it might make it easier to say.
Yeah, I could probably do that. I think that would be cool. If you're interested.
Yeah, that's fine. When do you want to do this training thing?
We can just do it sometime later this week. Is there a day you think you'll be free?
Any day that's after today.
You see she kind of furrows her brow a little bit and just kind of shrugs it off and just...
I have plans today.
Oh, okay.
But I don't work at all, so...
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll... do I have your phone number? I don't think so.
No.
Oh, could I get your phone number? Okay, thank you. And she kind of takes out her phone, and I think I described it before, but you see the same sort of like very bright paint case that she has on her phone.
Like a big bright,
it's a brick.
Pink. It just comes out. Oh God.
But yeah, she fills out your phone number and then kind of puts it back in her pocket, and she's like, "Okay, I'll ask Imani and see when we might be able to get to do that." Thank you.
No problem. Sounds good. See you later.
Yeah. And she kind of gives you a little wave and heads back into her room.
I'm gonna go to my room and put the stack of papers down.
Yippee! I assume you start filling out paperwork?
No.
No? Oh.
No, I'm just gonna leave it there and put it for later. That's what I said. I'm gonna put it in my room for later.
Okay.
For later.
Is there anything you're intending to do?
What time is it right now?
I'd say it's probably about around noon, 11 noon. Because I figure you get up a little late.
I'm gonna go skate around at the training thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta keep my skating up, you know what I'm saying? You do it every day. No? No. No.
Yeah. Rena. You have Rosa and Dante's phone number, correct? Or do you just have Dante's?
Just Dante's.
Just Dante's? Okay. Where are you heading?
To the stinky area where the stinky people go.
The stinker zone.
I was actually gonna go to Sebastian's dorm. See if his door's open or not.
Trying to raise him up, bro?
No.
Take his girlfriend from him?
What? No.
Yeah, as you go to, you start making your way down the dorm, Rosa kind of pokes her head out from behind you, and just kind of waves you down a little bit. And,
From behind?
Yes.
Like, I see that?
Yes,
You
always.
got eyes in the back of your head,
Yeah.
I do not.
No,
Matter of fact, they were burned off.
She kind of, kind of calls out after you and just,
I didn't use eye burst on you.
Rena?
Rosa? Hi?
Hi. We spoke a little bit. You're a biokineticist as well. My brother can't. I've seen a few people who can. Are you able to do the thing where you create like the big vine?
Yeah, I can.
Odd question. Would you be willing to train with me sometime this week? I have something I wanted to try, but I can't tell you. I'm not going to try it on you.
I'm going to kill you.
Power word kill.
As if I don't have the same exact powers, but whatever. I'm sorry, Rosa. I think before that, I think we need to talk about what happened on Sunday. I can't really look at you the same. It's not your fault, but I can't really control what I'm feeling right now, and I think I'm still a little sensitive before I can pretend everything's normal again.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to talk about it now, or... I don't like to put things off. I've never been that type of person.
Yeah, me too. And then I'll walk to her room, go inside her room.
Yeah, she invites you in and just kind of closes the door and sits at her desk and offers for you to sit on her bed.
How long were you there? How much did you see?
We saw a good amount of the tail end. For me, the way things, just so you know, the way things went down for me was me, Garrett and Dante were all, not Dante, I'm sorry. I forgot who her other teammate is.
It was just Garrett and Rosa.
Yeah, I know. It was well, it's something separate.
Oh.
But me, Garrett, and our other team member, we, I don't remember. I'm not gonna go look it up right now. We were taking care of one of our missions. We were collecting a bounty, and our other team member went back with them. We were on our way back because Garrett said he had an errand he needed to run. And we were in the area near the church when Blackwell gave us a text saying to go to the church and don't enter under any circumstances. And while we were on the way, Garrett called him and got as much information as we could on the way there. And basically all he said was that something was going on and that you three were in danger in some way. And that we were to get a quick lay of the land and then wait for Jeremiah to arrive, because he wasn't sure how safe it was. He told us that if at any point we felt like there was no other alternative before Jeremiah arrived, that we should assist you. But he said only if we felt we absolutely had to. Because the last thing he wanted was for you three to be in a horrible position and for us to end up drowning with you. Unfortunately, that was a hard decision for him to make, I'm sure, but I mean, for him it was worst case 3 kids dead or worst case 5. And I'm sorry. I am. I really wish we could have helped, but I mean, he's not wrong. And I know that's a painful thing to hear, I'm sure, but I don't know.
So at any point of me being set on fire and Chris getting shot a 3rd time, or was it a 2nd time?
That was my first time getting shot.
No, you got shot in the leg.
Yeah, that was it.
And then the 2nd time. Okay. So, sorry, I gotta reverse that. So, at any point of me being set on fire and Chris almost getting shot in the head, there wasn't any point where you felt the need to come in?
Garrett was ready to drop Elijah. I don't know. Because I think the first thing, at least I thought of, was what happens if we get in there and Jeremiah's not able to get here? You have every right to be upset with me, with Garrett. You're not out of any realm of correctness to be angry with us. But at the same time, I mean, I guess the easiest way to put it is you have to understand where we were sitting. We had no idea if we jumped in, if we would be leaving in a bag. I've already talked a lot with Elijah, and believe me, I think he's heard more than an earful from me, at least. I'm sure Blackwell didn't go easy on him either. But I think that was because they did something wrong. You two didn't. You should not have suffered even remotely the way you guys did. But
there's a lot more that you don't know, that you aren't allowed to know. So no, I cannot blame you. I don't really have a right to be upset. You were following orders, and looking at it logically, 3 kids dead is better than 5. It was a tough decision for everyone. I understand. But I think I don't really think I can stand to look at Elijah at the moment. And unfortunately, you are associated with him. So, it's a lot right now. So, I'll get over it. I will. I'm not upset at you. I don't blame you for anything. I just was angry and had to let some of that out.
No, I understand. I do.
But you may have to come back to me at a later time for training at the moment.
Yeah. I was hoping to talk it over with you later this week, so when it wasn't as fresh, but it is part of the conversation now. Has Elijah come to talk to you at all?
No.
I see. When I walked away, did you see what he did? Or what he... Garrett debriefed me a little bit. Did you see what he tried to do? I mean, part of me wants to think that Garrett didn't see correctly or misinterpreted what he saw. So I wanted to ask someone else.
Both of us saw. And you heard right. Garrett and I.
God. He needs to talk to you. He doesn't... I don't know who or what has gotten into his head. But he came and talked to me. It may have just been easier to come and talk to me. But I think there are 1,000,001 things going on with him that I don't think anyone has any right to experience. That's not to say what he did was right, by the way. I'm sure you saw, I was very close to smacking the shit out of him.
You did.
Not at the church.
No, yeah, she smacked him.
No, she didn't.
She raised her hand.
Oh, that's right, she did.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Goober.
I'm sorry.
I
think I'm just picturing myself smacking him. Sorry. Projection.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, I almost smacked the shit out of him. But I don't think anyone who tries to do something like that is in a healthy headspace. And I only got so much. And I won't tell you if you don't want to hear it. And I know that some of that type of information isn't really stuff that should be told behind someone's back, but I'm worried that if I don't do it, he won't either. And we can talk about it later. We don't have to talk about it now. But if you want to hear it, I don't blame you if you don't.
I'm just wondering, would it be smart to tell Rosa what happened? To give her a better picture?
As from what I think she has insinuated, she at least heard the back end of a lot of the conversation. Of a lot of a good portion of what Elias wanted to do and what Elijah had said, but didn't hear the beginning of it, so she doesn't have a lot of the big information, but she understands the basics.
Which is?
That someone who wanted to destroy non-kinetic humanity had convinced Elijah that that was the right thing to do, religiously, and that Elijah had said that Rosa could be convinced.
Did she hear what I said? After that?
Yes. Anything that was a part of those conversations.
Okay.
What did you say after that?
That was when I was trying to convince Elijah and being like, Rosa, being a necrokinetic myself, Rosa would not want senseless death. So how would she feel about it? And that's when Elijah was like, she'll understand. And, so, okay. First off, I think that is for Elijah to say. I don't know him as well as I would have liked to, but I do know he has been in a position already where someone else speaks for him. And I think a big step in helping his development is to have him speak for himself.
I think that's fair. I think that's correct.
But I think to help you get a better picture, to understand what you saw and what you heard, I think I need to tell you what we discovered.
Make a persuasion check.
14.
You see that you say that, and she kind of thinks things over a little bit. I want to help him. Not out of the sort of I can fix him mindset, but because I think he has experienced something that I think people like us do for different reasons. And he was unlucky and got dealt a bad hand, the wrong people. So if you think that will help me understand, I am willing to listen.
Okay.
Yes.
Are we having the whole conversation, or?
Oh,
if
you want to shorthand it, tell me what you tell her.
Okay. So.
Like, just basically, basically I tell her this.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to make sure I get everything in order.
Yeah.
So, Rena is going to describe to Rosa that it all started when we were sent on our first special mission for Dr. Digby.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we discovered a symbol. And I'll describe the symbol to her with the circles and the alchemical symbols. And that's when Elijah, who spends a lot of his time at church, recalls seeing a tattoo very similar to what we saw on his arm. And Rena had also seen it for herself when she talked to Father Elias at the homeless shelter, because that's usually where he would go to. And in Rena's confrontation, something dangerous was going to happen. And that's when Rena, Chris, and Elijah all made the plan to confront him at the church about the tattoo, because what we discovered at Dr. Digby's was papers upon papers upon files of different human experimentations, all under this corporation, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were trying to make the plan to discover or confront him what the tattoo was for because of its link, that's when I noticed Elijah being in a sticky situation with this family and how influential his mom is. And that's when Hans Kerbin was there, and we discovered they had a connection. And when the plan was Elijah confronting Elias in the confessional booth, but Chris and Rena had underestimated Father Elias's relationship with Elijah, as we didn't know it at the time, but Elijah saw Father Elias as a father. So it was a much deeper connection than any of us had expected. And Rena partially feels at fault for not connecting with Elijah a little more. And so then she'll describe what happened at the church.
And leading up to...
all the conversations leading up to what she had heard.
Yeah. Do you mention specifically the name of the forma electa? Or do you...
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we unfortunately know too much. And we are now a part of IKR under Mr. Blackwell.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. God, you really dug up a hatchet.
I'll skip the part where I was thinking about joining him.
Oh yeah, just leave the part out. You know? Yeah, just leave the part out.
Skip the part that affects me.
No, I'll include it. I'll put it in there. Rena is an honest person.
Rena switches out Chris from when she got grabbed by Elias, like held down. It was me.
Yeah.
I suffered. I
great.
suffered.
I got shot in the leg.
Oh, what happened to me?
Yeah, she kind of furrows her brow a little bit. Yeah, you all managed to... I mean, first, I'm amazed you decided to go and investigate anyways, but that's a whole different issue.
Believe me, Mr. Blackwell
I'm sure.
loves us more than we know.
We're his favorites.
I'm
We would probably be shot on sight.
We're the main characters.
You're the
Shut the fuck up, side character. We don't want to hear from you.
Anyway.
Shut the hell up, NPC.
She kind of thinks a moment. I think it's... For Elijah, it's hard to tell who he's close to. Because, I mean, even including what I am not sure that we are, it's hard to tell kind of what they think about certain people. And I think, unfortunately, that's just kind of how they've lived their lives. And unfortunately, I think, had you guys known what type of man Elias was and what type of man Elijah saw them as, I think a lot of that could have been avoided. But the biggest issue is Elijah doesn't show that level of care to anyone.
I believe actions are stronger than words.
I do too.
And I think in Elijah coming to talk to you first says something.
I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think the thing is in the end, the only thing that hurt me was what Elijah said. And I think it's easier to apologize for a wrong word said than it is for an action done in poor choice. It's the equivalent of apologizing for calling someone stupid versus smacking them over the head with a stick. Pain doesn't just disappear. And the pain you cause someone disappears even slower. But words said in poor judgment are much easier to apologize for. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have come to you first, but I always try to see things from other perspectives. I try. And I can see why they came, for at least some chain of reasoning as to why they spoke to me first. But I think if anyone is owed an apology, it is you two. By far. But I think there is a part of them that is scared. Whether he shows it or not. Because, I mean, truthfully, how many emotions have we seen on Elijah's face?
You know, he came to me. He came to my dorm. And asked me relationship advice. And when we were talking, his voice seemed more expressive when he was talking about you. I don't think he knows it yet, but he shows a lot more than he thinks he does when it comes to you.
I mean, aside from the 1,000,001 ways that makes me feel, it's a start.
He doesn't know a lot. And I mean that in the sense, this is his first time in a public school setting. So, the best way to interact with Elijah is to be direct. Otherwise, he's not going to know what to think, but only what he knows.
Since I've talked to him already, I'll talk to him again. Understand. But I get it. I do. It's... God, that's such a fucking sticky situation.
I think it's best if you keep whatever you have with Elijah the same. Don't talk to him about us. He's grown, and he needs to learn his own. He needs to learn on his own how to handle the situation for himself. As I said, he already has a lot of people speaking for him. He needs to get his own voice. I've already told you way too fucking much that you should not know.
Yeah, I'm sure. But I think the facade works. Believe me, I can handle myself a lot better than you think.
Well, we're in it together, whether we like it or not. Being the only necrokineticist here.
It's not common.
No, but it's reassuring to know I'm not alone.
So, all that aside, I mean, that was part of the reason I wanted to train with you. There's something I bought recently, I wanted to test. But the only way it works is if you don't know what it is. So, maybe in a few days, or next week, or whenever, if you'd be interested in coming to train with me, I'd appreciate it.
It'll be hard to do that if you don't have my number.
Yeah. And she sort of takes out her phone and...
I've raised up Rosa before. I'm like,
That's crazy.
Sends me lex, dude.
She takes out her phone and... There's no way that just clicked. There's no way that just clicked. There's no way.
I had to process it.
Oh my god. But yeah, she types in your phone number and sets you as a contact. So, you want to aim for just next week for now and let you kind of ease back into things a little?
I'll let you know. In the meantime, again, give Elijah some time for us.
Yeah.
That is between me and him. I think you guys are cute together, and I'd like it to not be spoiled by whatever the fuck happened.
Me and Elijah have made our peace. We've figured things out, like I said, and I feel like I made a hell of a difference. But I think what you said is not wrong. I think there is a lot of things that Elijah has no idea how to respond to. And I think part of me is concerned that he won't know how to respond to wronging someone in this manner. And I'll say what I wanted to do, and I will let you decide if you want me to or not. I was just going to suggest that he talk to you guys. Really try and talk to you. Because I feel like if anyone asks, it would be me that has the most effect. But if you don't want me to, I won't. I promise.
Do you even see him that way?
What do you mean?
What do you want with him? What are your intentions with my teammate now? What do you want out of this?
I think I have fallen for the person that I think Elijah is beneath all the things that they've struggled through. And what I want is to see that person for the first time. And to know if I'm right.
All because he guessed your dress right?
It's more than that. You know it's more than that. Shut the fuck up. You know it. You know it's more
Damn,
than
the F word? You said the fuck word.
I know, that's so crazy.
Don't use that language around Elijah. Then.
Speechless.
What did I say meant the ginger man?
Wow. Sounds like you guys already held hands.
Rena, do you think we're 5?
You guys are fucked! No, I'm kidding.
Every time I close my eyes.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, sorry. Serious moment.
No.
I think we're past the serious moment. It's okay.
So, I will let you know. But give us some time.
Okay.
Give all of us some time. This just happened yesterday.
That's true. Okay. I'll do that. But thank you for listening.
Who out of everyone knows hand-to-hand combat?
Are you asking her or are you asking me?
You.
As God.
As DM.
Make
Shut the fuck up, you're not God. As DM.
So God.
Actually, make a intelligence check.
Please not Amani.
Monty, Chris.
Well, depending what you roll, I will give you a few different things.
Monty, Chris.
10.
10. Astounding. Imani is the easy one.
Fuck.
Chris is also an easy
Sebastian.
Wait, you said Imani?
one. Chris. Chris is an easy one. And you can...
You hear that, Chris? You're easy.
Yeah!
You can draw a pretty ready conclusion that Sebastian is also probably on that list. Although, to what extent, you're not sure.
That's what I'm gonna find out.
Werner might be on that list, too.
Well, he's an athlete.
You know?
Doesn't mean he knows hand-to-hand combat.
Well, he might know a little bit.
He can run fast like fucking Sonic.
Well,
but
what
it's
if
not
he's like an athlete that's, you know, like a mini-trick pony, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'd be like, yeah, I know jujitsu, you know, something stupid like that.
Oh.
I know Krav Maga.
Jesus. Frightening. and electrokineticist with Krav Maga, I'd shit myself and die. In that order.
Oh shit!
So, yeah, those are the 3 people you can tell with relative ease.
Yeah, so I'm going to Sebastian's door.
Okay, yeah.
Still.
That's crazy.
You knock on his door. His door is closed. His door is almost never open.
He's jacking off in there.
Oh, shit.
There's a sock on the door.
Ugh. Ew.
Yucky.
Why is it stiff?
It's pointed straight to the left, but these door handles are spherical.
She bumps into it and like shatters it to pieces.
You knock on the door, and there is sort of silence for a moment before he kind of pulls the door open and just kind of has like a white t-shirt on and jeans as he kind of glances down at you a little bit.
Glances
How
down.
tall?
He's a pretty tall dude. He's
How tall is he?
I think he's
Is he
like
6 foot?
No, he's not 6 foot. I think he's like 5'11".
If anyone's 6
almost
foot.
almost 6.
That's like 4 inches.
5'12" is
6.
6 inches.
Yeah. 5'11", ish. So he's not.
He says that he's 6 foot though, most definitely, like on the street.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, he doesn't have to look down, but he has to like kind of drop his gaze a little bit.
Crazy.
And just kind of furrows his brow a little bit, but doesn't say anything to you.
Yeah, how does it feel to know like when you're short, everyone's looking down at you? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that does.
Yeah.
Damn!
I was suspecting him to say something.
Hello, I love you.
I've been trying to catch you all day!
What are you doing? Staring, focusing.
Does he have his... What's he wearing?
What is he wearing?
I said what he's
She
wearing.
asked.
Yeah.
I
Huh?
say he's wearing a white t-shirt and jeans.
He's wearing a wife beater.
Is it a wife beater?
Is a wife beater a t-shirt?
It's a tank top.
It's a t-shirt.
I know, he said t-shirt.
I
That's
said
why,
yes.
that's why he's asking.
Okay,
His
okay.
biggest smart ass, you know.
Can it be a wife beater?
No, because I didn't say it was a white beater.
Kill yourself.
It's
Take
a
your
white
shirt-
tank. It's a white.
No,
it's a
take
white.
your shirt
It's a
off,
white
bro.
t-shirt.
Sebastian, take your shirt off.
Strip, now.
What are you saying?
I should mention, she doesn't have her trench coat anymore,
Mhm.
if we're talking about clothes, because it's a little crispy.
Do I need to...
And
do we
she
need to erase
lost
that from the drawing?
some of her hair extensions, so she just has her 2 puffs at the moment.
Okay.
Until she can
Oh,
find more
that was all of it!
extensions. Until she could find more extensions, she had to take out her other ones because they
Just
were...
puts like foam
Gross.
balls there and just close them on. It's good enough.
Perfect spheres.
That'd be awful, but she just has her
Yeah.
purple jumpsuit on.
Wait, she was a jumpsuit?
Yeah. What?
What? That's not what the reference looks like.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
She got pants.
She just pads it like a turtleneck on.
No, I know. But she does also wear jumpsuits.
Okay.
Alternate outfit moment.
She wears a jumpsuit and a turtleneck over top, so it looks like
I see.
Can she not change clothes? Do I have to wear the
No,
same
you
one
do the
like an
same
anime
thing
character?
every day.
Yeah, wear the same thing every day.
she's like Elijah and
Only have
like
3 changes in clothes.
7 sets of all the same
Oh my god,
things.
that's seamlessly styling. Look at that. She's fucking stunning on you.
Yeah, right?
Alright.
Except.
Does that not... That's cunty. That's cunty right there.
Serving.
Serving cunt. Okay, either way. Hey, Sebastian. I know it's out of the blue, but... Are you busy right now?
Would you kiss me?
No. I'm not trying to rizz him up.
Uh-huh.
He kind of looks or like peeks back around his room a little bit and then looks back. No, I'm not. What's up?
How good at hand-to-hand combat would you say you are?
You know, hand-to-hand combat also means... No.
Shut the fuck up!
Hand combat.
I mean, I've thrown a good hook a couple times, but I'm not really trained in anything.
You're not specializing in anything?
Krav Maga.
I don't have time for shit like that.
What sports did you used to play? Do you play any sports?
Make a insight check.
Hamburger.
I just flip burgers all day. 10.
You don't see anything. I played football for a while before I dropped out.
What position were you?
Why would you ask me that? I don't fucking know anything about football.
Did you catch the ball? Did you catch the defense?
He's the quarterback. He's the quarterback. I don't know anything else. He's the quarterback.
Oh, you.
He's the quarterback. Here you go.
I like that. Yes, we're I thought you were about to no, that's why he was like, we got a rope. Like, that's it. A rope? You can start. 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 I'll play with you all and start playing exactly the handoff. I would say he's like a. He might be like the big one. It's either runner. He's like football. He's why we did defense. Here's 5 minutes about football. And for North American football, not football, but soccer ball.
Put this in the reference.
No. This is 4 minutes of 4 people who know nothing about football talking about football.
Okay, he would be a linebacker.
Okay, he's a linebacker.
See, I told you.
I'm a linebacker. There we go. See? Fixed.
What's his expression right now?
Gay.
You already made an insight check. I said you don't see anything specific.
Oh. Yeah, use my inspiration for that.
Yeah, you can.
Yippee! You can't just let her do whatever she wants.
It's an inspiration.
That was
right?
even worse.
Proud of yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
6.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
In fact, he looks like
He looks more aggravated now.
he looks more just like he has no emotion. In fact, now what you first thought, now you are second guessing yourself.
Whatever. Alright. Well, I think it'd be cool if we did a little training together. If you could help me, kind of break out of my rust of hand-to-hand combat. What do you think? Here's my card. What do you think?
Let's see what all on this girl.
Let's see Rena's card.
It's bone.
He sort of furrows his brow a little bit. Like, are you good with getting hit?
I hit women.
Because what it sounds like is you're asking me to practice sparring with you, which means I am going to have to hit you.
I mean, I was gonna hit you anyways, but
I've been hit before.
yeah,
I was referring to the incident, but
he doesn't know about that.
I know, that's what I'm saying, he doesn't know about it.
I've been hit before. Oh, by your parents.
Please let him ask that. Anyway, so anyway, I was gonna say, I've had some experience with hand-to-hand combat, and personally, I would like to be not necessarily an officer, but I'd like to be in law.
Yeah.
Law and order. So I think
Before you keep talking, roll an insight check at advantage.
insight check.
Insight check.
Advantage.
Does he get eager?
No.
His hand begins to shake and he's ready to
An
backslap
excitement.
you.
You said insight?
Yes.
17.
I think you pause on saying that. You're like, oh, I've been hit before, and then you kind of pause and realize kind of how that sounds, and you go to start, explaining it away. But you see a lot of mixed emotions come forward on his face when you say that. Notably, a sense of recognition and a very deep sense of sadness.
Oh,
Because
man.
he's also been hit before.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you're alright, bro.
But it's almost like
it's right.
it's almost
I
like
have that information.
it's almost like you read it in his eyes, but nothing on his face changes.
I don't know how to process that. Well, I was just sorry, that meant to be a joke. I want to be not necessarily an officer, but I want to be in the law field, the law enforcement field, and I think I know some hand-to-hand combat thanks to my dad and Callahan for teaching me some stuff, but I haven't really used it as much. I kind of rely on my kinetic powers a lot, so they wanted to make sure that I was successful in life and made sure I knew how to defend myself. But as of lately, I've been relying a lot on my kinetic powers, so kind of tense with Amani right now, and
The fuck did you do to her?
you don't want to know.
That makes things even more concerning, but...
Listen. With Chris, it's also a little tense, but because of a situation that happened, not because of something I did. And you were the next person I knew that I think could fight really well. So I just wanted to rest up my physical qualities, my physical skills.
Yeah. Did you want to do that now or later, or?
I mean, I don't have anything to do right now. I figured we would schedule that, but if you're not busy, we can do it now.
I'm just about to beat you up, boys.
Yeah. But,
Take out your anger.
we can do it later this week.
Gone.
I just was not prepared for it. I guess just real quick before we do you use a weapon? Do you supplement anything, or do you just kind of go raw barefisted?
Steroid, bro?
Well, I'm very good with a gun.
Okay, that's a little different.
Yes,
It's not hand-to-hand combat.
I know. I'm very good with a gun, and that's it.
Start getting pistol whipping.
I'm rooting and tooting and shooting.
I think,
I know more self-defense tactics, like how to disarm someone, but that's all I
but
know.
not offensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look into getting a weapon, and we can train with that later this week. Trust me, I can take it.
What do you use?
On.
What do you use?
Yeah, you see that he sort of holds his hand up and kind of tenses his fist a little, and you watch. You've seen it once before when he fought with Elijah, but his right arm gets sort of coated in those like plates of stone.
Oh.
Big punchy gauntlet.
I-
Gauntlet.
Myself, technically, but also what my powers are.
Rock.
Oh, that's right. You're a geokineticist.
Yeah. So.
You specialize in metals, right?
Stone.
Stone.
But yeah, he sort of gestures to it. No, I primarily focus with stones. Rocks. Rock and stone!
Can you make an ingenious rock? Ingenious? Is it igneous? Igneous? So it's igneous for sure?
Igneous,
Igneous.
yes. It's igneous.
Igneous rock.
Ignorant rock.
Yes. That's Rena. Rena is the ignorant rock.
I'm not ignorant! I just
I
how
know.
to say it!
I know.
That's not what ignorant means!
Can you make a sedentary rock?
The cemetery rock.
What's the other one? It's
Sedimentary, igneous, and metamorphic.
metamorphic.
But do you actually ask him about like the igneous rock? Or was that a bit?
It's a bit,
Well, you can still ask
You
him.
should have that quirky moment where you mispronounce it and he's like, actually.
Hell no.
Igneous.
Rena needs to be smart at all times.
I'm hella studious, always, never faltering.
She never makes mistakes.
Except for that one time.
Except for that one time.
And the other time.
And the other time. That were huge and major and life-altering.
Mistakes.
Life-altering.
The biggest mistake you could possibly make.
Life-altering failures on the moral compass.
I'm gonna do what's called a special whoopsie move and take it.
Rena only makes mistakes that
No,
matter.
down a little bit. It's like
Right here?
oh god.
Okay, alright.
Oh, I think it's like that. Oh,
Alright. Anyways, continue.
that?
Yeah.
No.
You're getting sidetracked. Yeah.
He's a pyro geokineticist, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
He flung lava at me.
Yeah.
Igneous is porous.
Yes.
Your mom's porous.
Igneous isn't specifically porous, they're volcanic rocks.
So he could make obsidian.
What does that mean to you?
He can make his own like little weapon.
That's more like a crystal.
obsidian is...
You make bismuth, bro.
It's still technically an igneous rock, I believe. Igneous. Oh, god damn
We're
it.
getting
I
sidetracked.
shouldn't have fucking said anything.
It's a naturally occurring volcanic glass.
Okay, so it's a glass.
What about jet?
Glass is
But it can be
crystal.
formed when lava extruded from a volcano cools rapidly with minimal crystal growth. Is it an
Oh, minimal
igneous rock?
crystal growth. Interesting.
It is an igneous rock.
Okay.
God.
So I guess glass is more akin to a rock than a crystal, which is interesting.
Yeah,
But
glass
anyways.
is naturally made.
Yeah.
Unless you... No, yeah, it's naturally made.
So are most other crystals.
Neither fucking way.
Shut up,
Yeah.
nerd. Anyways.
Well, what is something you recommend me?
The fist.
What do you think would fit me?
My fist. Go on, babe. Have a feel.
Shut the
Oh!
fuck
Shut up!
up. He sort of thinks a moment. I guess typically the easy way is, are you particularly strong? That's usually the first go-to. Because if you are particularly strong, the easiest thing is a big stick. A bat.
How do you measure strong?
Have you ever done any weightlifting?
I've done some, but I don't know.
Okay. Considering that, if you want something primarily offensive, you might want to go with something sharp instead. A knife, something along those lines. That might serve you better.
Fucking sword.
Don't worry, princess. Full life.
Don't worry, Mr. Blackwell, I got you.
Ugh.
I started it myself.
Alright. I know a few people. I can see if I can get a knife from them. Well, I mean, and she'll reach into her little bag and pulls out her little, switch knife. Would this work?
How long is it? How long?
Don't mention the blade being twisted. That has nothing to do with anything.
How long is the blade? Is it? You say switch knife, as in like a?
You know the one I used to have that got taken by the airport?
Yeah.
It's that.
Ah, the OTF.
Never got that bitch back, by the way. Very sad.
He sort of looks at it a little bit. I don't know too much about knives and things like that. It's not really my big thing. I just know sharp is good if you're not strong, blunt is good if you are. But I will say you may want something that is like a sheath knife rather than one that has any mechanical components.
Oh, okay.
Something that you have to put in a sheath. Something like that might be good. Because then there's less things that can break.
Okay, yeah, I know a few people. Anything else I should prepare for, I guess?
Not really. If you want things to hurt less, having something to protect you wouldn't be a bad idea.
Not that he'd know, but I have tree bark that can increase my AC by 2.
But he sort of pushes open the door a little bit and gestures to some football gear in the back. I usually will wear this on me. Just typically not the helmet part, but normally just sort of the sort of torso part. It works as a pretty decent for knives, things like that. It's a bit harder to get through.
Yeah, using sports gear in combat, yeah!
Especially when it comes to, dealing with someone who might have a knife. Anything that makes it harder to stab you is kind of a benefit.
That's true. The vest is just so bulky, though. It doesn't really go with my outfit.
Are you serious right now?
You're focusing on the outfit when you're trying to not get stabbed.
I want to look good when I get stabbed, you know what I'm saying?
I looked fucking good when I got burned alive, okay? I just want...
Did you?
So...
I mean, your
have
clothes and your hair got burned. I don't think you look good.
I look good while it was happening, not after.
Lost
But
buns,
before.
dude.
Have you
Down buns. Did you notice that her buns are almost gone. Like she just has the 2 top ones.
Yeah, but I don't think he's choosing to ask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely not all the burn scars all over her back and neck.
You can't see
Was
those.
she in crack?
Shut the fuck up.
The-
God damn it.
So it's all on my back,
Mhm.
but there's some like up my
Yeah.
upper shoulders and neck.
Yeah, it's nowhere near as bad as it normally would have been for burn scars because those take longer to heal. They've gone through a much faster healing process.
Yes, but it's still scarring.
There's still a little bit of sort of like,
Either way. Alright. I'll see what I can find, and then I'll text you when I'm ready, and you can let me know when's a good time.
if you've got the money for it, I will say one thing you could look into. I'm not super huge on the nerd shit, but I overheard Malcolm talking one time about like chain stuff.
Chain stuff. Does he mean chainmail?
Maybe, I think so.
Does that sound familiar?
Kind of. But it was basically just like a shirt made out of chains. So, I assume so.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Alright, yeah, I'll let you know. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. And he kind of lets you walk away before he closes the door. Elijah, where are you going?
It's painful to listen to. Was it painful to be a part of?
What?
Really?
Oh. Bro's not a talker.
Elijah's gonna go to the wooded area of the lot.
Putting down on the trees.
Just kind of hang out there for a while. Be depressed.
Jesus. Let's see. Who do I want to bother next? Chris.
Oh God!
There you go.
I said I was going to the training thing. I skate.
Yeah.
Because Lord knows I need to practice skating more.
Make a perception check for me.
Can I use my passive perception?
What's your passive perception?
16.
Yeah, I'd say that works.
Okay, I use that. But what would I have gotten if I rolled?
A 1.
I would have gotten a 17.
Okay.
So relatively the same.
You see a few different things.
Uh-oh.
On your way to the training area, you kind of have to pass by the back of the sort of office areas where they have like employee parking. You see Celeste standing by the door of the offices as a man gets out of a very expensive looking luxury car.
How old is this man?
I'd say he looks to be about mid-40s.
Is there anywhere I can like kind of like watch and listen without being, you know, like
I mean, it's crazy. It's almost like someone
discovered? Almost
so-
like
it's
maybe
almost
I
like-
could roll for that.
Well, it's almost
perhaps?
like someone has access to a. I feel like there's a spell that really easily boosts
yeah.
your stealth
You're
score.
so right,
What?
sir.
Could you, Selena? Can you think of a spell that does that?
No.
No. Oh, I could have sworn there was one. Man,
Oh shoot, where'd it go?
God, but I feel like there's definitely a spell like that.
Nah, it's basic kinetics aren't that
Pass
bad.
without
yeah, yeah.
a trace.
What?
Oh,
What?
And here I thought they were useless.
Thought? What do you mean thought? And Anne-Marie's dying. We're killing her. She's taking active physical
Oh
damage.
God, my fucking lungs. Anyways. No, I'm not gonna cast that spell. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's fucking stupid. Why the fuck would I do that?
Pass without trace.
Yeah. Okay. Make your stealth check. Then you add 10. She's got the Halo active camo on. No way! No way!
15. I got 2.
Jesus. So did you add your stealth as well?
Yeah, I did.
God damn,
My
15.
stealth is 3 because my dexterity is 3, and then I got a 10.
Okay.
So 15.
Okay. You got lucky. You got very lucky.
Did I?
Yeah, no one sees you. You kind of sort of coat yourself in that sort of shimmery light as you kind of, I assume you kind of stick to sort of around where like the, like a lot of the trees and bushes are near the walls to kind
Yeah,
of.
like I'm still kind of like hiding.
Yeah. You're taking
Extra hiding.
extra help, yeah. As
Wait,
you,
how far away are they from?
Not far. I'd say they're maybe 40, 50 feet.
It's at a 30 feet range.
Yeah, that's if you're casting it on someone else.
Oh, okay.
Or if you're applying it to someone else. So you're good. But you see this sort of taller man get out of this sort of large luxury sedan as he sort of stands up and straightens out his suit that you see has is sort of this almost black blue color, sort of like a very dark navy color. And I think the first thing you notice is the similarity of their hair color, which is this sort of very, very almost like pitch black hair.
Raven colored hair.
And you see that he has this sort of broom-handled mustache, as he gets out of the car and sort of straightens his back and dusts himself off a little. And you see that he has this sort of like very short crew cut black hair. As he steps out, sort of closes the door behind him and locks the car, and walks up to Celeste. And you see Celeste is not fidgety in any way, shape, or form. She is completely deadpanned, fully stock still. I'd say you're close enough. You do hear the conversation. As this man approaches, she just kind of gives almost this sort of short bow and just says, "Father?"
Everyone's just bowing to their parents, apparently.
And you see he kind of looks around and I think at that point you're able to kind of like get a glimpse of his face, and you see that he has this sort of not pleasant, but more stoic look on his face than anything else. But the thing that you notice that sets him apart is he has these vibrant purple eyes that are very similar to Celeste. As he kind of looks around, and you see him sort of like grimace a little. "This place looks like shit. Hasn't changed much since the last time I came here. Let's go. I have a meeting with Blackwell, and then when I'm done, I have a million more important things to deal with." And he sort of pushes past Celeste and pushes open the door. And they both walk in.
So, okay, so where are they going? Like,
Into the, like, professional offices.
but they're just at the back doors.
Yes.
basically.
Yeah. Employee parking.
Okay. And they're going to Blackwell's office?
They are going to meet with Blackwell. They did not specify his office. So you assume he has a separate office for professional meetings.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
When he was like, "You guys are members of IKR now," and we got those badges, does it have a door access?
Make a intelligence check. Make it an advantage.
Okay. We're snooping. I am snooping. Okay, select. Alright, there we go. 15.
With relative ease, you assume it does.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna kind of like, when they go in, I'm gonna go around to see, does it have like a window or anything in the door?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait. Can I like watch where they go in? Like what room they're going to?
Yeah, you see them kind of walk in and kind of walk down the hall a bit. What? What happened?
I don't know.
What happened? You see them start to walk down the hall, and turn down one of the other hallways.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door. Wait till they
Yep, wait until they're out of sight.
Yeah, and then open the door and then
Open the door. Yep.
Is there anyone else around?
No, it's
Okay, cool.
everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna be as quiet. No, I'm not. I am wearing my skates most likely, so I probably am just skating.
All everyone hears is just.
Quiet. Carpeted.
I will only have you make one stealth check for the rest of the building, just so that we're not constantly having you make them, unless you do something that I feel would require another one. So go ahead and make another stealth check.
You should scream.
God damn it, bro. What are these fucking rolls? 17.
Okay, that's still pretty good. All right, we'll use a 17 for the rest until if you do something at any point.
This looks stupid.
You kind of come into the tail end of a conversation between Celeste and her father, with Celeste basically going over a lot of the things that Blackwell has been teaching her. As they are kind of walking down the hall. And I assume you just kind of slowly kind of keep behind them?
Yeah, I'm just kind of yelling at them.
Yeah. And I think there is a certain point where she mentions something akin to the LEAP program. And you see that her father stops walking and turns around to look at her. I sent you here not to get wrapped up in the same bullshit Jupiter did.
Jupiter, bro. They're Jupiter.
I sent you here to keep you away from the garbage that he started to believe. It's his fault he got himself fucking killed. And if you think that doing something different will change that, then you are far more of a fucking moron than I raised you to be.
Invisible goes, not invisible per se, but like.
For the audio listeners, she.
Oh, I've been like my mouth agape, like what the fuck? Why are everyone's parents so shitty?
And you see
Nothing.
nothing.
Universe where your parents weren't.
You see absolutely nothing change about the way Celeste is standing, but she simply nods and says, "Yes, Father. I can easily let you know that I did not take part in the program. I didn't feel it was becoming of someone of my capabilities." And you see that he sort of nods a little bit and adjusts his suit a little bit again. Good. Seems like you're not a complete fucking moron then. What do you think of anyone here? Anyone capable in any way? But you see that he nods a little bit as she kind of thinks for a moment before she speaks. There's another spatial kineticist here.
Oh my god! Shit.
And you see that he narrows his eyes at her a little bit.
Squint.
Dude, what if he's donor?
Dude, what the flip? That would be crazy, except I know that he's not. I know. It's so funny.
You see that he narrows his eyes a little bit.
What the flip?
Is she capable of anything worthwhile? And Celeste just... You see a lot of thoughts go on in her head before she shakes her head. And her father shrugs a little bit. Oh well. Maybe at some point they'll find someone useful. And he continues to make his way down the hall. And I would say that they get about halfway down the hallway before they turn into a office, and Celeste opens the door for her father, who walks through. And Celeste comes in and closes the door behind her.
Do they start speaking in the room at all?
They do. If you would like to get closer, you can. If you get to the door, you can.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna follow them, but I'm not gonna... I want to see if I can hear them, from outside.
From outside.
Basically.
Yeah, make a perception check. No, passive perception will not work on this because you are attempting to hear things through a door.
Actively perceive.
Yeah, this is not
Actively
passive.
perceive this 17.
Damn!
Yeah.
You do get a good majority of what they're saying. And I'm not gonna sit here and roleplay 3 characters at the same time. That's way too much work for me.
You want to do that?
I don't want to do that.
What?
God.
Can you, like, play some part?
No, I don't want to.
Can you do like the important bit?
I'm just going to tell you the important bit.
Okay. What?
Show, don't tell.
I don't want
Is he talking to Blackwell?
Yes.
When this Blackwell is like, okay, can I like hear his intonation or however whatever it's called in his voice? Like if he like likes
His tone.
yeah.
Yeah, his tone.
Yes.
You recognize how Blackwell talks to you guys, where he seems fairly soft, unless he has a reason not to be. Where, you know, he kind of talks in a very pleasant tone and, you know, speaks to you with a certain level of respect. When he is talking to, and I would say that you get his name through speech, which is Altair Maxima.
Huh?
What's that name again? Say that one more time.
Altair, which is the name of a star.
Altair?
Yes, Altair.
Dumbass name.
Altair.
Altair.
We'll call him Altair.
Altairs.
Where he what? Okay, it's just the end of the song. But you see that he is very cold towards Altair. He is professional in every possible way he can be, but shows zero warmth to him in any way, shape,
All business. He's all business.
as their conversation essentially is, Altair brings up that he has noticed some things changing around the city, and asks Blackwell if there is anything that he knows about it. To which Blackwell explains that there have been some unintended interactions with the group, is what he calls them. And you see that Altair kind of winces a little bit and just says, I remember when those fucks came to see me. Jesus, bunch of fucking religious zealots. They really think my money's worth anything that they have to offer. And Blackwell just kind of nods a little bit as he continues basically explaining that unfortunately some students had an interaction with them and that they are needing to adjust things, but they believe that at least now the Forma Electa knows that someone has seen them and is investigating them. And it's around that point that they kind of start to get into a lot more of the business side of things, of essentially Altair asking about the investments that he's given to IKR and the assistance that he has offered them, as well as offering them the essentially free reign to teach his daughter, which he sees as an investment rather than any gift to anyone. And I would say this meeting goes on for another half hour or so if you intend to stay for the full thing.
Yeah, I want to pick up for when they are about to like leave
Yeah.
the room, so I can move away.
Yeah, the conversation kind of comes to a sort of curt end of essentially Altair hearing that his investments are safe, his daughter is being trained the way he thinks she should be, and that Blackwell is now actively working on dealing with the Forma Electa. At which point he basically says, all right, then there's basically nothing else important you have to tell me. And he stands up. And I think you very easily get that as the idea that it's time to bounce.
Yeah, I'm bouncing out of there. I'm bouncing.
Yeah. Make a...
No!
since you stayed for the full thing, make a stealth check.
22.
Damn!
Nice.
I had a 9 from that, by the way.
Okay. You make your way outside and open up the door, and you're back out in the parking lot.
I'm rolling to the train except
Wow, that was a whole lot of interesting information.
No, you know what? I'm gonna go spill some tea with Rena. Rena!
Yeah, where does Chris find Rena?
Where is Rena?
Where is Rena?
Hey, where's Rena?
We're gonna play a fun game. Where's Rena?
Where's Rena?
Where's Rena?
She's at the gun range.
No!
What? How are you gonna get there?
Oh, okay.
Because she went to go see Mr. Cullen.
Okay. Then, yeah, Chris, you don't find her anywhere on campus.
Nuts.
Balls.
Balls.
I have a phone.
What time is it right now?
I would say it's, at this point, it's probably around 1, 2 o'clock.
In the afternoon.
Yeah. Just
I know,
after
I'm talking
afternoon.
about our 6 p.m. meetup at the
Yeah.
lighthouse. Want to make sure I have
yeah.
time for that. I will go. I will go. Chris will go. And I just go back to my room, I guess.
Yeah.
Do I see anybody on the way back to my room? Ah!
Elijah, where are you going currently? It's been a couple hours. Have you done enough wallowing? Or do you intend to wallow for another 2 hours? Which is okay, that makes sense. I think you've had a few experiences.
Yeah, he's going to continue to wallow.
For another 2 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. Chris, you see Rosa make her way out of the dorms and start making her way towards the back of the school where you smoked a couple times.
Is she going the same way I'm going, or going the opposite way?
You are
is she
going-
facing away from me?
She's facing away from you. She's leaving the dorms. You are going to the dorms.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything about it.
Hey, Rosa, I wave and say hello.
Oh, yeah. She sort of waves back to you and just gives you a very sort of usual weak smile. Hey, what were you out doing?
I'm just kind of messing around, I guess.
Oh,
No! No! Don't do that!
make a deception check.
Oh my god. I'm so bad at lying!
Top.
Oh, God.
What was that? What was that? 2. Okay, hang on. Damn. She sort of, you watch as she sort of stops walking and very obviously narrows her eyes at you. What were you messing around with?
You know, it's just like just using my powers and stuff, you know.
You're
Just try
smoking.
Yeah, no, I wasn't doing that. No, I was like, you know, messing around with like some spells and stuff. Well, spells, like spells, I guess. Is that what they use in
Whatever
the
you want to call them.
universe?
Whatever you want to call them, yeah.
Just like different moves, you know, like trying to see what I can do. You know what I'm saying?
So since you're not directly lying, make a deception check at advantage.
Trying to figure out how to not lie, but lie just a smidgen. No, Rosa, stop. Okay.
Okay. Oh God, no way.
That second roll.
No way. What did you get?
6.
That total with advantage.
My second roll was a 1.
What the fuck? She sort of shakes her head a little bit. You really don't have to lie to me. It's very easy.
Bro, who says I'm lying, right?
Me. I do. If you don't want to tell me, you can just say that. You can just say, I don't really want to tell you.
I didn't lie to you about what I did. I just left out some other things.
You left out most things.
That's not important. Anyways, what are you doing?
Why are you leaving school, huh?
Yeah, where are you going?
You see that she sort of furrows her brow again, but shakes her head. I couldn't find Elijah anywhere, so I'm going going to see where he's been sitting.
I would do that. I roll my eyes.
I'm just going to check on them. I want to make sure they're okay.
I'm sure that he's completely fine.
I think she kind of thinks back to the conversation she had with Rena before she speaks. I think there's more going on than we think. But I don't know.
What does it even matter?
Because I care. That's why I'm going.
Yeah, and there's no reason why you should care.
I simply want to. Is that a bad thing?
Yes! The guy's a fucking maniac.
People don't just become that way. That doesn't just happen.
Oh my god, you're like one of those, like, I can fix them girls.
Make a perception check for me real quick.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Can I use my passive perception?
Perceive this fist arriving at your face.
Whoa! 7.
You were starting off so good. What happened?
You don't see much in the way her body reacts, but you do see that the grass that is kind of seeping through the stones on the sidewalk starts to wilt. Just very faintly in the range around
The
her.
concrete starts to dry out.
Concrete.
As she sort of
Yeah, concrete.
continues to respond. No, I just want to make sure they are okay. There are things that unfortunately affect people in ways that we don't necessarily know. And I think a certain level of care needs to be done to make sure that we correct while also taking care to understand people.
I think there's a certain point where, someone's probably like a lost cause, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro did not even apologize, nor did he even ask if me and Rena were okay. I mean, that's crazy. Crazy! And, on top of all of that, everyone's like, is Elijah okay? How's Elijah doing? And I'm like, oh, how is Rena doing? How's Chris doing? Are they okay? No, it's all Elijah. It's insane. I don't get it.
She's not wrong. Not a single person has asked if Rena or Chris were okay. Everyone focused on
the guy
Elijah.
with the gun, who is obviously very mentally unstable and probably needs to go to jail if he's okay. But not the person that got shot, that watched her teammate, I put quotations around that, point a gun at her head while she can't move, and then watches her other teammate get caught on fire by the same teammate. I mean, does that not sound like crazy to you?
Would you feel the way you did if you were in our shoes?
Not to mention all the things you said about, like, you being, like, agreeing with what was going on. Understanding, Rena, for some reason, bouncing on the side for, like, a second. That was kind of strange.
Listen. I was trying to go about it the long way.
Rose's just like, can you just stop for a second?
No, you watch her sort of diffuse a little. You're right. Are you okay?
Oh, like it's that simple. In fucking Spain.
No, I just want... Listen, I've already put in the effort to understand Elijah, and nothing is being reciprocated. Let's just say that. And that's not cool. Everyone's like, oh yes, even Blackwell's like, I don't expect you to trust Elijah again, but you gotta work with him every day for the rest of maybe your entire life. I don't know. But no, I'm not okay.
You're right.
He's spitting.
Yeah,
Get yapped at.
She nods a little bit. Yeah, I don't think it's fair that he hasn't come to talk to you. And I don't think anything that he did was okay. And I think if I was in your position, he would not be breathing. Because believe me, the last thing I am more than happy to take from someone is for them to stab me in the back.
Listen, Rosa, I get that you're trying to, like, relate to me, and that's great. But the reality is that everyone else has been doing that exact same thing. If I was in your position, I would not do that either. But the reality is that I don't have that choice of being like, oh, if it was me, I would never talk to him ever again, or I would kill him or something. But that's the thing, Rosa, is that there is no choice. I have to work with him either way, and I can't do that if he doesn't say anything to us. I've tried to interact with him even before this whole thing happened yesterday, and he doesn't want anything to do with me. That's the thing. He doesn't want anything to do with me, and that's crazy because I honestly don't want anything to do with him either. But I have to do it. So.
God, I need a cigarette.
I need to smoke right now. So I don't want to hear, yeah, if I was in your position, I would totally be like, yeah, kill that guy, or like, put him in jail, or, man, I hate you, or something. No, I don't want to hear that. I want him to apologize. And I'm tired of the, oh, how's Elijah doing? Bullshit. I'm tired of it!
Would you actually hear him if he apologized? Would
Maybe, if he explained himself even a little bit. Even a little. The thing is, Rosa, I know nothing about him either. I know zero information. All I know is that his mom's a total bitch, and he's religious, and that's it. He's got red hair, and he can set things on fire. That's all I know.
And what I'm asking is, would you really hear him?
I said yes, if he would explain himself.
Okay.
If he just said, I'm sorry, then I would not. I would not. I would not. I would not.
What would you like me to say? I guess is my question. Because you're right. I don't think anyone has offered you all any care. And I think that is cruel. I am offering Elijah care because in some minor way I understand barely a fraction. But I can also say with certainty that I only understand a bare fraction of what you have been through. And you're right. In the end, I don't really have anything else positive I can say. And you're right. I think there are some times when someone is a lost cause. But what I am doing is what I can. I've interacted with Elijah. I've barely interacted with you. I've barely interacted with Rena. But we had a conversation. And what I want to know is, what would you like me to say? What would you like me to do? Because I want to help. I want to help you be okay.
I can't just tell you what to do, okay? You're like your own person and you can do whatever you want. But at the same time, I feel like everyone is forgiving Elijah like that. Like just instantly. Like Blackwell forgiving him. You forgive, I know you guys have like some fling going on or whatever, I don't know what it is, but forgiving him like that, like instantaneously. And I don't know, there's just something that sits that it sits wrong with me. I don't know. That the accountability for his actions has not really been held up, I guess, in words. Maybe in actions, I don't know. But, or actually no, not even in actions, he hasn't done anything. But like, no one's telling him like, hey man, you really fucked up, like, you know, you gotta, and I don't want to be the one to do it, because what's the point anymore? The person that you hurt has to come back around and say, hey, you hurt me, even though you're the one who, like, you know, pulled the trigger and everything and held the gun up, and also, you know, use your powers against the other person. I feel like it needs to be someone else that tells them, like, hey, here's your revelation, bro. Wake the fuck up, you know? I don't know.
Are you gonna start crying?
No.
Oh.
Chris does not cry. Even though Chris is spelled like
Queen
cries.
never cry.
Queen never cry.
Do you know if anyone has not spoken to them in that way? Because I can tell you right now I did. I can tell you with confidence I did.
Then that makes it all the more worse that he has not come around to either Rena or to me. At all. I know it's been like, what, a day? But still, not even like when we were being piled into an ambulance, was he like, are you guys okay? And then, you know, we said yes, or whatever, or like physically okay.
I think that is because they have been taught to expect pain. That is what they have been taught to expect. They have been taught to expect not forgiveness. They have been taught not to expect a kind word or acceptance. They have been taught to expect every wrong action they do with pain equivalent. That's not your fault. That's not... Unfortunately, it's not Elijah's fault. Yes, you have 1,000,001 reasons to be angry, and frankly, I don't expect you to forgive him, and if you want my honest opinion, I can say I forgive him, but I don't think I would join him on a mission right now. Because I would be afraid that he would turn on me. But what I can do right now is try and convince them that, first off, what they did was wrong. End of sentence. There is no, I did it for the greater good. There is no, I did it for this reason or that reason. Wrong. Plain and simple. But also that they are not the only person who has done something wrong. That he has been convinced that if he apologizes, the only way that he can accept that apology is to beat himself. And that's not your fault. And I agree, it is unfair that he came to speak to me first.
Wait, what? He spoke to you?
Yes, he came and talked to me. But I think he expected less pain from that than he did from you. And I hope I have convinced him enough that apology is not followed by pain. That's why I'm going to see him. So, do not trust him. Do not like him. He has to earn that from you. But if and when he does come around to speak to you, hear him as best you can. That's all I can ask for. And I really, really do hope you are okay. I know there's not anything I can say to make you any more okay than you are right now. I didn't go through it. I didn't have someone hold me at gunpoint while I could do nothing. But I think you're a nice person, and I want you to be okay. But unfortunately, that's not something I have the power to affect. Because if I tell him to come speak to you, would that mean anything to you?
I guess not, but at the same time, you're also saying that he has literally no other experience to know that he needs to come say sorry for what he did. And that It just means that it's never going to happen, or it's going to happen too late, basically.
And that's why I'm here. To hopefully prevent it from being too late. Hopefully. But there's only so much I can do. And if it is too late, that is his fault. And I'm sure Blackwell will figure it out.
Oh, well, just, I don't know.
I know.
I'm a cold closer for, conversations, unfortunately. They just end. There is no,
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
You're just like,
I
all
give
right.
the Irish goodbye, just leave.
Yeah. But she sort of nods a little bit. So, I'm gonna go talk to him. Is there anything else you would like to say?
Just some advice, relationship-wise. You should not forgive him so easily. And I know you're gonna say, well, I haven't forgiven him so easily. But at the same time, you have, I can kind of tell, the way you talk about him, the way you feel about him, whatever. He needs to also prove himself to you before the niceties come back in full. I'll just say that.
Yeah. I agree. And he has shown a certain level of that, but I would definitely say with confidence he has not earned any strong level of forgiveness from me. But I appreciate your care. Thank you.
And I'll roll away to my room,
Yeah.
do my paperwork at crayon or whatever.
Yippee! Yippee! You have like the fucking Crayola markers. Yippee! Yippee! Yippee!
Do you feel bad about what you did? Nah. Would you do it again? Yeah, sure, why not?
Elijah, you are currently sitting alone as you hear Rosa kind of climbing her way through some of the brush.
Yeah, Elijah doesn't really look up or move or anything.
Yeah. Or breathe. I'm dead.
Breathe.
I died. Yeah, she comes and just kind of sits down a few feet away from you. And just kind of sits for a minute before she says anything. I got to talk to Rena and Chris today.
I see.
Have you spoken to them recently?
No.
Man, what a conversationalist.
Is it okay if I ask why? You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
I suppose they aren't obligated to what I know, to my side of what happened.
And who determines that obligation?
I suppose they do.
But you have made the decision not to offer any of that yourself.
I suppose I could at least try.
Do you think they won't understand? Because I want to clarify, I want to understand. Because it seems to me that your reasoning is
they have not told you that they want to be owed an explanation, and therefore you will not offer it.
I don't know if my explanation will measure up to how I've wronged them.
And how do you know it won't?
I don't know.
I'm not a particularly strong Catholic. My family is more than I am. But I know that a common practice is confession.
Well, we know what happened the last time he went into confession.
We don't have a confession right now.
Fucking flashbacks. Is confession. Do you expect your apology for the things you've done to be good enough for God?
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever measured up to his wishes.
And yet you confess. Consistently, I assume.
Yes.
She sort of nods a little bit. I think if that is the case, and put in simplest terms, I think it is time for a confessional. Regardless of how they take it. Because unfortunately, you may not live up to the things you've done to them. But that's not stopped you before. And I think that you are letting it stop you here.
I suppose you're right.
I know I am. But I'm not going to go with you, and no one else is. You have to do this on your own. Because if it comes from anyone else, it's not going to mean even a fraction of what it'll mean coming from you.
I understand.
Okay. Well, aside from that, how are you?
Not well.
Not surprising. They aren't either. None of you three are. Rena told me basically everything. None of you are. I think unfortunately you've all been put in a position where there is too much going on. So. I think the best thing you can do is try and be even partially okay together. At minimum.
Yes, I'll go talk to them.
I think that's a good idea.
Right now.
And she stands up, dusts off her dress a little bit, and says nothing as she walks away. Let's see, we will jump to Rena, because Rena's the only one not at the school. Rena, you have, I assume, taken the tram and made your way to Callahan's?
Yeah.
Yep. You are out front of Callahan's firing range. Or inside. What are you intending to do, I guess is the question.
I gently open the door.
Thank you.
I open the door.
I open the door!
And see where he's at.
He is currently, you can see him through the big glass wall. He is in the firing range currently testing something.
Is there anybody else?
Nope, empty.
Alright. What's he testing?
He is currently testing a 1911.
Okay.
A pistol.
9/11.
Ooh! Jump scare. 911 jump scare.
I'll just sit on top of his countertop and just kind of wait for him.
Yeah.
And, like, when he turns around, like, wave.
Yeah.
You see that he's in there for a little while before he kind of turns around and sees you wave at him, and he, unloads the magazine, sets the gun down, and takes the ear protection off, and kind of poses out the door. What's up? I didn't expect you to come by.
That's not Southern.
Y'all. I fixed it. Yeehaw. If he says yeehaw at the end of every sentence, it's Western.
No.
It's
Hey.
over with
How are you,
the
Yeehaw?
walkie-talkie.
How are you, yeehaw?
I can't understand your accent.
But yeah, he kind of just pokes his head out.
Hey, Unc. So.
Ugh. Eat.
Hey, Cal. I was hoping you also had. Yeah. I was hoping to see if you had some other weapons I could use.
Yeah, normally I typically only sell just firearms, but yeah, I've got a few things. What are you looking for?
I'm a little rusty in my hand-to-hand combat, so I'm looking to see if you've got some knives I can work with.
What are you, scrapping?
No! Who do you think I am?
Listen, when you come into my store and say, hey, I'm a little rusty on hand-to-hand and I want to buy a knife, you know exactly how I'm supposed to interpret that, right?
You and Dad taught me self-defense tactics.
Yeah, that's not hand-to-hand.
No, but wouldn't
So-
you want me to be a better fighter anyway?
I never said that was a bad thing. You were the one that responded like that. All I asked if you were scrapping. You could say yes or no.
No.
Are you
All right.
winning, son?
You're winning. Yeah, I've got a few of you look at. I mean, I've got a few small things. I don't have anything huge. Typically hunting equipment.
Legit, dude.
I was talking to one of my teammates and he recommended a sheath knife.
Oh, that's most hunting knives. Yeah, it's just any knife that goes into a sheath. So not like pocket knives or switchblades, things like that, because you know how they kind of fold in. A sheath knife is just a fixed piece of metal with a handle on it.
What do you got for me?
I got a few things here. And he sort of grabs the pistol that he was working with, brings it in and puts it back in a case, and starts rummaging around through a few boxes and pulls out a couple different things. It is a wide mix of different knives, typically all hunting. Several of them have like camo hilts on them, and some of them have a few bits of serration and things like that, like survivalist or hunting knives. Pretty standard range of knives. If you're looking for something to defend yourself, he says, putting quotations around it, you'd probably be better off with something like a hunting knife rather than a survival knife. Something that's real good at cutting up skin.
I just want to make sure if I'm forced out of my defensive mode, I want to be able to handle myself in offense.
Yeah. If you're looking for offense, you're looking for a hunting knife. I've got a good amount of them. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but carbon steel is going to be the way to go. That's going to be what holds a blade longest and lasts the longest.
Which one screams me, Callahan?
None of them.
Whatever's the gayest.
Whichever one looks the most feminine. You don't particularly take me as a knife gal, so my honest answer is none of them.
Oh.
Nothing wrong with not being a knife gal. That's what you got the gun for. But
I'm not going to be able to use a gun all the time, though.
yes, I know. That's what I'm saying is typically when you have the gun, you don't need the knife. But sometimes the knife will work better than the gun. For you, I would say something on the smaller side that is more concealable rather than a large hunting knife.
A secondary thigh holster.
I got plenty.
Hell yeah.
I've got a few that you could put right onto the gun holster.
That will also work.
Right on. And you see he brings you about like I'd say like a 6-inch hunting knife, with a sort of like plastic sheath with leather straps on it. It's just sort of a flat blade. It is, and the handle is also sort of like, it's almost like it's made essentially out of sheet metal that's been cut out and then has like paracord wrapped around the handle as like a handle. This ought to do just fine. It's not much, but it's effective. It's simplistic. You will need to make sure it stays sharp if you use it. And I can get it to you for a pretty decent discount. Luckily, there's not any extra paperwork when it comes to knives.
What's the blade look like? Again?
It's essentially like a sheet metal knife almost. So it's essentially a flat piece of metal that's been cut into the shape of a knife and then has a blade carved, like sharpened into it, with a sort of paracord wrapping around where the hand is, where the hand holds onto it.
Okay.
So it's low profile, very simplistic, but effective.
What's the reach range on that?
That would be melee range, so 5 feet.
5 feet. And I have a proficiency in that?
I would say right now you do not have proficiency.
How do you know when you have a proficiency in something?
When I say you do.
Depends on what you wield with it. Like with my gun, I have a 3 proficiency because I wield it with intelligence.
Yes, but the reason for that is you shoot often.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have practice
so like,
with it. It's
like the baton that I have, I don't even know if I would have proficiency with that.
I mean, for some simpler things like in standard D&D, like clubs and stuff, everyone has proficiency with because it's a stick. You smack something over the head with a stick. It's not hard to use it effectively. But stuff like guns, stuff like knives, especially if you're not trained with using them in combat, you may not be proficient with them.
What's the damage dice?
That's a good question.
I know what's wrong with it. You got no gas in it.
I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it. It is a... Typically, it is a 1d4 plus... Let me see here. Let me see. Because it's a dagger, so it's a finesse weapon. It is a 1d4 plus your dexterity.
Oh, man. So nothing.
Oh, damn. Do you have higher strength?
No.
Oh, okay. So
Man, I should be using a fucking
unfortunately,
knife, dude.
unfortunately, you're not made for melee combat.
No.
You're a spellcaster.
I should be using a knife.
That's not a knife. This is a knife. Fucking sweet hander.
Any attack bonuses?
You would add your proficiency.
Whoa, that's crazy. Almost
Alright,
like you're
there.
not proficient in it.
Yeah. Character sheet filled out.
Yippee! But yeah, he offers you this dagger and let's see here. Hang on, yeah. Let's see how much he wants from you.
You need to spend money, bro.
I can take it.
$700.
Bruh.
Can you take it?
Not anymore.
Like actually?
No.
Oh my god.
No.
She said, for real, bro?
We'll say $60
Oh, I can afford that.
for a nice carbon steel knife at a discount. of
What do you
course.
have? A knife! No!
Nice.
I'm the trash man. Go into the ring and then try to eat garbage.
Okay, actually, I'll let you choose what it looks like. I had a pretty standard, just flat edge knife. However, if you'd like it to be a cleaver knife, it will function exactly the same, but that's just what it'll look like. But anyways, so I will leave that up to you at any point.
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, you buy your silly knife.
Said 60 doubloons.
60 doubloons. 60 doublooners.
You can't say doublooners, but you can say doublooners.
You're right, my bad. Doublooners.
Dingus.
Anything else?
I don't know. Does he make any remark on my scars or hair or anything?
No, you look normal to me.
My lack of trench coat, maybe? Bro's gotta roll perception for that shit, bro. I'm weak.
I'm rolling to see how he's going to respond to it.
I see.
He sort of hands you the knife with the sheath and everything and kind of watches you get it affixed on your I assume, do you have your thigh holster on you?
Yeah.
Yeah. He watches you kind of get it affixed and everything, and after a moment you see that he kind of tilts his head a little bit. What the fuck happened to you? Now that I'm like actually looking at you. What the fuck happened?
Real life. Does he knows about the Leap program?
No. Yeah.
Bro said,
No, yeah, sorry. My lips are dry. But he sort of furrows his brow a little bit. I mean, like, you look okay, but you look... What the fuck happened?
Does he know about kineticists? Okay.
Does he know that you're kineticist?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, he does?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we gotta look
That,
at paperwork.
yes, he has to know.
I think the simplest way to put it is teammate betrayal.
That's the simplest way to put it.
Yes.
Jesus. Well, I'm sure you put one in him, right?
Did I? No, I didn't. I was not in a great position to do so.
Right.
That's why I want to beef up my melee skills a little bit more.
So do you want me to go put one in him?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Because I've got the shotgun. I've got it loaded. Like
Wait, she said no to are you sure?
like I will be more than happy to go and put him down. Say the word, I will put one in his head and put him down on the spot. They can send me to prison. That's fine.
I've been given for.
I've been there once. That's fine.
He's been there several times. That's
Notably for tax evasion.
that's reassuring, Cal, but I just anyway, I'm like, that's reassuring, Cal, but I need to hear him out first.
Why would you want to?
Again, it's complicated. It's not simple.
It doesn't sound all that complicated to me. If someone puts one in me, I'm more than happy to put one in him. If someone puts one in someone that I care about, I am doubly happy to put one in him.
Just let me handle it.
Alright. Alright. If you come back looking more shitty, you're not gonna stop me. I will put one in him. There's a lot of things I don't stand for. Believe me, that's one of them. You don't turn on a brother, you don't turn on a sister. Period, end of sentence.
He puts his fist up.
That's crazy.
Um,
You don't turn on a soldier. That's wrong. That's foul.
there's a lot that he doesn't know. So I am
He's stupid.
I am legally not allowed to say more. However,
You seem gag when you say legally.
we unfortunately are a team. Whether we like it or not. So we need to work through some things first.
Alright, well. You're more a man than me then.
I'm not actually.
So, I'll let you know if I need you to take care of someone for me.
Just give me a call. But you're more a man than me, and that's fine. I respect it. So, you get out there, do whatever the hell you gotta fucking do. And I'll be here. Phone call, text away, that's all you need.
I'm gonna leap off the counter, and I'm gonna go in to hug Maverick.
Yeah, he grabs you, and it's not the same hug that you had the last time where he was very tight about it. I think you see that there is a lot more gentleness in it this time around. As he sort of gives you a very nice hug and just kind of lets you go and sort of bonks you on the top of your head with sort of the underside of his fist. Go do something stupid. Don't get yourself killed.
That's how I ended up like this.
Do something less stupid then.
Well, before I leave, what were you working on?
I'm just testing in some new things, some new products I got. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Just check and make sure everything functions. Last thing I want to do is sell something that don't work.
Where do you get your stuff from?
Don't ever ask that question.
Wouldn't you like to know? Now, Ms. Ryder, if you'd please leave my shop immediately.
What?
Leave.
Is he, like, serious?
No.
Okay.
But you do see a genuine look. Believe me, Ms. Ryder, that's none of your business.
Guess I'll take your word for it.
You should.
Well, no, I don't want to. Now that you're saying it like that.
Ms. Ryder, would you like a one-way ticket out to the sidewalk?
Oh my god. Hey. And then I'll walk away. I'll I'll walk away.
He shakes his head a little bit, but sort of waves to you as you walk out the door. Good luck. Be safe. Come back less fucked up next time. And he lets you leave. And I assume you intend to make your way back to the school?
Yeah.
Yeah. The tram, I assume?
Yeah.
Yep, you take your tram ride. I'd say you get back around 4. Yeah, we'll say 4. You get back around 4. There's a couple hours before your little meeting. Chris, where are you at? At around 4 o'clock.
I'm gonna just go skate, bro.
At the training area?
Yeah, actually this time.
I'm actually gonna go do it now. Yippee!
Until I see another parent come and talk to the child and abuse them.
Adia, we love and respect you, and you are our daughter. Oh. Well.
That was disappointing.
That's nowhere near as interesting. Elijah, where are you at currently?
Closing in.
Walk in.
In my dorm.
Yeah. Are you waiting to see the other 2 people, or are you like looking out the window, or are you just kind of waiting for a time?
Guess waiting to.
Just staring out the window.
Yeah, I guess I'll wait to see one.
Like out the window or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think around like 3:30, 3:45, you watch Chris make her way to the training area. And around 4 o'clock, you see Rena. God, I've done that a couple times. Jesus. You see Rena make her way in through the gate coming off the tram. So you at minimum know where they both are.
I guess I'll go talk to Rena first.
Yeah.
What a surprise.
I'm sorry.
Rena!
I'm sorry I shot you.
Okay.
But yeah.
So I'm just getting off the tram?
Yep, you basically just walked through the front gate.
Elijah's just standing there in the courtyard like, hello.
Hello.
Speak with you.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in judgment.
I'm gonna kill you right now.
He's sitting in like a fold-up chair.
We're having a meeting right now.
Emergency meeting. Alright, I will let you guys handle this. I'm gonna go take a piss, but I'm sure I don't think I'll be needed here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye!
Okay,
Get
guys,
the
now
fuck
let's
outta here.
fuck shit up.
No! Don't do it!
Start combat.
Wait, I'll leave.
Start combat.
Come. What? Alright, good luck. Have fun.
So where are you, Elijah? Where'd you say you were?
Staring at you out the window.
Yeah. I guess I'll walk to meet you in the courtyard.
Oh.
Oh god. Broad daylight too?
Oh,
Shit.
man. How am I gonna handle that? So.
Describe your actions.
What would Rena do?
How does Elijah walk up to Rena?
Like, with his legs.
Oh, does he like say anything like, "Hey, Rena, I need to speak with you," or "Hey, Rena, how's it going?" or "Nice to see you," or
Love what
Yeah,
you did with your hair.
"Yeah."
Is that a new coat?
No coat.
Yeah, I normally see you with your coat on.
Yeah, Elijah walks up to you.
It's good.
Hello, Rena. Grr.
Elijah. Are you... Are you ready to speak to me?
Yes.
No.
Kill Antonio.
What did you do?
He dropped something.
I dropped a pencil, but I'm muting my microphone, so I'm not disturbing you guys. Because this is your moment. Everyone, let them have their moment.
Walk with me. And she's gonna go walk to the, Is there like a... There's a garden area around, isn't there?
Yeah.
The location that they've been going to is kind of like a side area in between the outside wall and the dorm building, which is a lot of like greenery. It's not necessarily a garden, but there's a path through there where like gardeners and things will go through. So it's just kind of secluded away from any prying eyes, but it's still out in nature.
Okay. Yeah, I'll walk. I'll lead Elijah to that area.
I don't go. I follow behind.
Okay. While we're walking, I'll just kind of...
Oi. Stop doing it. This is an important moment.
I want to better understand you. Before you say what you need to say, or want to say, I feel that it was my fault for not understanding you better. For not getting to know you more. It's not easy, as you are very private to what you're very private on what you're feeling and what you're thinking on. And As good as my observations can be, I'm not always accurate, and I'm not always sure when it comes to interacting with you. I deeply underestimated you and your relationship with him. Whatever you say, I will hear you out. But with it being so fresh, don't expect forgiveness from me. I will hear you out. But for right now, that's all you'll get.
I understand. Aside from my connection with Father Elias, what I did to you was wrong.
You're good. I'm just making some minor adjustments. You're fine.
I know that Elias was a good man. And I suppose I thought in that moment too that it was still him talking and not whoever these people are. But I suppose what I'm meaning to say is that I should have known something was wrong from the beginning, and I didn't act on that. And, well, I would like to fix the damage that this group, the Forma Electa, has done. And I hope that in doing that, you might begin to trust me again.
Let's just get something clear. It was not the group that did this to me. It was you. You chose you chose to shoot Chris. You chose to burn me. No matter what I said, it didn't seem like it mattered to you. I know that you went to go talk to Rosa first. Can't say I've ever been in this situation, so it's hard to know what to say. Let me see. What does she want to say? And while I am angry, I can see that you wanted to choose the lesser pain. But the efforts that I had made to try to get to know you better, to try and interact with you and more or less try to be a friend, you threw that out the moment you decided to turn against me. And that was your action, not the group's. Not this stupid fucking Forma Electa shit that Father Elias decided to get swept up in. I don't know who sent us that message to meet them at the lighthouse in a couple hours. And to be honest, I don't think you should go. I don't know who it's going to be and what'll happen if you decide to pull the same shit again. Despite what you've done, I was merciful. Despite what you were doing, I don't think I've landed a hand on you once. I actually can't remember. Did I fight Elijah at all, or what? Did I do like a lot of dodging and stuff?
I don't think any of us fought Elijah. I think it was
no one damaged Elijah in any way. The only thing that you did as an active action against them was disarm them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay, how to make sure I was right in what I was saying. Regardless of what I feel, we are in this shit together. Are you with us? Can I trust you?
I would like to say that you can, but I know that you won't. And if you would like me to go alone to whoever this is, then I will. If it gets me closer to regaining your trust.
I'll tell you right now, doing stupid shit like that is going to do the opposite. We are a team, whether we like it or not. And going off to do things on your own is only going to put us and you in harm's way.
I see.
Unfortunately, I guess for me, I can't bring myself to hate you, Elijah. You come from such a different background. I want to know you. I want to understand you. To know why you did what you did. It's way too deep right now. It's really so fresh. I will put aside all of that for tonight. But I believe actions over words. I would like for you to show me that I can trust you. Not just as a team, but as a friend.
I will certainly do what I can to regain your trust.
I think it's only fair if I get to smack you. Just once.
I suppose.
And then as soon as Elijah says that, I'm gonna just smack him in the face. Not hard, but enough that his head moves.
You see that, despite this, he doesn't really wince in pain.
Yeah.
I think bro's got some experience in hand-to-hand combat.
Well, now I just feel bad.
Nice try to guilt trip me, loser.
Well, that didn't do anything like what I wanted it to do. Now I just feel worse. Ugh.
That didn't feel good as much as I'd wanted it to.
It was deserved, though. Most definitely. Could have been worse. Could be like fire or bullet to the leg.
Those aren't anywhere near as bad.
You got off with a smack on the wrist. Anyway, I can't forgive you right now. but I don't hate you, Elijah. But do some shit like this again, I'm about to make Rosa look like a saint. I'm about to make her powers fucking fairy dust.
It's gonna be like cotton candy and rainbows compared to what I'm gonna unleash upon your ass, dude.
Rita watching Rosa. Yeah, power word kill. Fucking Elijah crumples to the ground instantly. Alright, cool, that was easy. Everyone?
There's not really much I can say or do that would equal to the pain that you're feeling. But your actions do have consequences. As far as I know, you're getting off easy with me. You're gonna have to try a little harder with Chris. I think you can see she's not as forgiving as I am. Blink, blink. Maybe. Perhaps.
Oh, God.
That's all I got. That's all I got, bro.
You in character, that's it.
Bye, bro.
I ran out of dialogue.
There are no more dialogue options!
Shit, they're all grayed out.
Um,
How do I exit this conversation? Yes, that was evident.
Cool, bro.
Sorry, bro. Who asked?
I'm sorry.
You halfway through, like, your response. You fucking halfway through your response, Elijah. I'm sorry. Who asked?
Are you done yapping?
You done, bro?
But, actually, I'm gonna move my microphone. Yeah. If there's anything else, or however else you'd like to end this conversation.
No.
Yeah. Then I assume you both sort of part your own ways.
Yeah, we were just walking through the
Yeah, just walking through the grass. Yeah.
grass.
Yeah.
Kind of just making a loop around the dorms.
Yeah.
While we're just walking and talking.
Yeah, and I would say the conversation kind of ends as you approach the door of the dormitories. And if Rena would like to split off to do her own thing to prepare for the conversation, Elijah has one more person to talk to.
I want to hear this. What?
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna fall?
Yeah.
If you intend to follow, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Rita,
Oh.
I want to hear what Chris has to say.
I want to see this. I want to know if I'm right.
Elijah, I'm sorry, Chris. All right, you're good. Rena.
Daps him up, you know.
Rena. What the fuck?
Oh, well, shit.
Damn.
Maybe I'm just a.
No.
No.
Gaslight.
Yeah, you know where Chris is.
I'm the bitch.
No.
It was me the whole time?
You were the asshole.
Why the asshole?
Am I the asshole for not forgiving my teammate who burned me alive?
But anyways, yeah, you know where your last teammate is.
Yeah, I'll, where was it?
The training area.
Training area. Okay.
Skating around.
I'll head to the training area.
Do you intend to make known that you're following, or are you?
No, yeah, I'm walking with Elijah.
Okay, just checking. Okay. Yeah, then once again, I will leave this conversation to the other two, and I'm going to just mute my microphone. So yeah, you make your way into the
You're just
sort
loving
of
this, aren't you?
open area. What?
You're just loving this, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. It's character interactions. That's what's important.
I know how to talk.
That too. That's separate.
Also him. I don't want to talk with my NPCs. That's too much talking.
Yeah, it's having 3 conversations at the same time.
Bro, this is your decision, bro.
Yes, I know. Don't worry about it.
You did this to yourself.
Yes.
Anyways.
You enter the sort of open area, training area with Chris sort of, I assume, just kind of skating in sort of circles around the sidewalk area.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. I'm also just reducing background noise because I know I'm not going to be saying anything, so.
Try to get my attention.
Yeah, it's all you. You're in charge here.
Guess I'll kind of wait to like intercept your path.
Steps in front of you as you're skating.
Trips you.
Puts leg out.
Draws firearm.
No!
Not again, not again, not again!
Use power word stop somehow.
Stop.
Are you gonna say anything like, intercept my path or what?
Hello, Crystal.
Already.
What do you want?
I wanted to talk with you about what happened.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, what do you want to say?
I've wronged you, and I would like to make it up to you in some way.
Wronged me, huh? Such flowery words for shooting somebody, burning somebody. I mean, man, agreeing to genocide. Saying that, no, like, talking down of, like, someone who's essentially, like, a terrorist at that point, Just, yeah, wronged. What a great word for all that has happened within the last 24 hours. And how do you expect that you're gonna make this up, Elijah? I'm not helping you. It's just watching popcorn just... Holy shit, bro. At a loss for words. There, Elijah. Almost like your decisions have basically no redeemable actions that can follow up what you've done. Let me just explain something to you. We may not be friendly, not have the same views as each other. I know you and Rena have a little bit of a connection, with religion and all. But you and me, we have nothing in common, let's be honest with ourselves. But the reality is that at least I still tried, right? First day, barely knew you, and I, saved you from Sebastian beating your face in more than he already did. And you know what else? Blackwell told me when we were forming our teams. He said, make sure Elijah has some fun. And I tried. And maybe I'm not the friendliest person. But the reality is that you've shown no care for me. I know you and Rena have a better relationship than you and I. I've seen you guys hang out before, talking about Rosa, whatever. But I tried to connect with you. And there was no connection. I can't understand why you did what you did. It's because I know virtually nothing about you. All I know is that you're Catholic. Your mom is a very unlikable person. And that's pretty much it. So, what is my surprise when my teammate decides that instantly, when I try to leave a situation that could mean death, which you knew, by the way, he said that he gave plenty of signs that we can't leave once this was revealed, and I know that he said there was no convincing me, because that's what you told him. You sentenced me to death, basically, that day. And trying to run to save my own life and not to affect not just my life, but the life of my family, which is now still affected. You decide that, to defuse the situation, I'll just open fire. Immediately. And then when I was helpless, literally unable to move, and to feel the pain of a bullet into your leg, without having the ability to crouch down and go, my fucking leg has just been shot, and to know that you had that gun pointed to my head that day. There's nothing that can sprout from that can be an apology or an understanding. I know nothing about you. You know nothing about me, which is fair. But the fact that you were so quick to almost end someone's life, even if you didn't really know them very well, is kind of concerning. And everyone else, it's crazy because you didn't even ask us if we were okay after that or apologized immediately. No. You apologized to Rosa first. And then everyone else was like, how's Elijah doing? Is Elijah okay? No one asked me and Rena how we were doing. Which is crazy. Do you understand how crazy that sounds? So, I'm not doing okay. No, there's no one that can understand how I'm feeling. And I don't know how you're gonna make up all this. All I want to know is just why. Even if we don't know each other, I probably would not have made the first decision to shoot you in that situation. So why? Why did you do everything? Why did you not follow the plan? Why did you tell him about everything? Why did you think that Rena would join him? Why would you join him? Does a moral compass of murdering thousands, millions, billions of people not scare you or shock you in any way? Even if he was a higher up in your Catholic community?
It was never intent on killing anyone. Elias had made it clear that, or I thought clear, that anyone who was not attempting to stop us would be spared.
No, Elijah, that's not what he said. What he said was, anyone that was not blessed with the gifts of God, I'll put that in quotations, was going to perish. Not the children, because they were going to indoctrinate them into what their ideology was. And that was the reality of what he said. So why? Why do you continue to defend him?
Because I don't believe that was him talking.
You think that was somebody else controlling him?
Someone who influenced him, at least.
And what do you think he was trying to do to you? To us?
I suppose he wanted the same.
What did you think he was doing when he was telling you to shoot me?
I thought I could convince him that what I had already done was enough. That at the very least, you and Rena could be spared.
And again, be taken away and locked up, possibly tortured, most likely used for testing for the Aether limits, which he already said during everything, was that he used people that had kinetic abilities that have done wrong or didn't agree with them or something stupid like that, and condemned them to death by pushing them beyond their capabilities, or beyond what they can do. Even if there was no risk and someone saying, wait, why is Chris missing? Why is Rena missing? We would have been used. There was no life in the decision. Not if you shot me there or if I ended up being imprisoned at whatever the fucking organization is called. I don't care. I was a goner. Rena might have been a goner. Who knows? And you were complicit. You were complicit with setting her on fire, with Rena on fire, and you were complicit with shooting me in the leg. You were complicit with just shooting at me in general, and same with Rena. Let me ask you this. If, let's say our situations were switched. If someone told me that the only way that I could see peace where we reside across the world was to spread the word of, I don't believe anything, so I guess that kineticists were evolved human beings, and the ones that didn't have powers were the equivalent to Neanderthals, I guess. And that the only way that we could continue to evolve for the better would be extinction. Starting with the extinction of your beliefs, your religion. How would you feel?
I don't know.
So why? Why did you believe everything that he said? I don't understand. That's the thing. Is that I know your morals, your morality in Catholicism. I know it's certainly not that.
He meant everything to me.
Why? He's not your father or your mother. He's not your family. I have to understand all this in order to even come close to an accepting of your apology. I have to know you in order to trust you. That's the reality of being on a team. We have to know each other. I need more information about you. I need more information about Rena. That's the reality. You guys need to have more information about me. But you're up first, buddy. Because you're the one who decided all this fucked up shit was right. Why did he mean so much to you?
He showed me kindness and forgiveness.
Forgiveness for what?
It didn't matter.
He showed you kindness and forgiveness, not because he saw a future where you were kinder and gentler. Because he saw a future where you would be a manipulator. Do you not see that now? You were going to be a leader of whatever they were going to do. Because whatever weakness you have going on at home, whatever love you're not shown at home, he was going to provide to you. He was indoctrinating you. There was no good man there. It was all a facade. Because the reality is, even if he wasn't affiliated with that organization, the fact that he thought that was right and continued to do what he did makes him a bad person. You were younger. You don't know any better. You have an excuse. He's an adult. He's been through a lot, most likely. But that doesn't make an excuse as to why he would have those thoughts and to put those thoughts into action. You didn't feel the feeling of death from his hand. I did. His hand was around my neck. There was no kindness there, no forgiveness. We were all toys to his game. And when the toy doesn't respond the way you want it to, you either fix it, and if you can't fix it, you throw it away.
Elijah doesn't say anything back. His expression just kind of goes blank. And, he starts walking away.
Well, I walk away. What's Rena doing in this? Damn.
I'm kind of conflicted. I want to stop Elijah, but I'm not sure if it's appropriate. Like, if it's like a good time. But I would say there's no better time than right now.
Let's stop him.
So I want to form a bush in front of Elijah. To stop him from walking.
Mm-hmm.
How do I want to say this?
Read that for me, Rena.
Elijah, you don't get to walk away from this. There is literally no better time than right now. To talk about what happened. Chris and I are incredibly angry. We will not hurt you. I say as I smacked him earlier. We will not hurt you. It's as Chris said, we want to understand. We want to know you. We can't do that if you run away. We are giving you a chance right now.
Give us the evidence to put the entire story together. Because it's very clear that there's something missing. The reality is, I know you wouldn't just decide that you should condemn me or Rena to death, because when we were on that mission, you did save me from that giant, stupid robot. You could tell that you were angry. So what's the whole story?
We need to know so we can move forward.
I know your mom's got something to do with it. The reality is, me and Rena saw Blackwell talk to your mom, okay? She's a total piece of work, let's just say that. And he was very angry at your mother. He would not let her anywhere near you. And she wanted to take you away.
I don't know if she loves me. Or if my father, who stands by and watches, loves me either.
So what, Father Elias was the first one to show you kindness and love in a parental way?
I suppose so.
I understand your pain. I know that probably can be hard to not feel like you were loved by your own parents. Loved and accepted. You know, they say, a lot of people will say, you know, every child deserves a parent, but not every parent deserves a child. And the sad reality is that it just happens anyways. A child is in a situation where they can't escape, they don't have a good home. And so they look for support. But the other reality is this. I know you know the difference between right and wrong. I know you can feel it in your gut. And the decision is wrong, but you do it anyways. We've all done it. You can't let someone that you respect, or that you're expected to respect, control you in your actions. Especially someone who does not deserve your respect either. Your mother doesn't deserve your respect. Neither does your father. And neither did Father Elias that day. I can tell you that you are loved. It's very obvious. Maybe not by... I know Blackwell might be a little more of parental love, but I know you have Rosa, who does care about you. And I know that we probably care about your physical well-being. It's very hard to care about your mental well-being if we do not know you at all, which is the problem. Is that we don't know each other. That's the reality of everything. But I guess you can see this as a teaching experience for you. Something that maybe your mother or your father never taught you. Compassion for others, even if you do not know them. Compassion for those that don't see eye to eye with you, that don't agree with your beliefs. Your whole world is shattered, but now it's time to build a new world that's probably a lot better than what you had before. You got anything to say, Rena?
There are a lot of people that speak for you, Elijah. And to establish yourself as a person, as someone, we need to be able to hear from you, to hear your voice. Chris and I, when we come up with a somewhat half-assed plan, we still want to hear from you. You are a part of our team. You have a place here. And I'm sorry the people in your life, specifically your parents and parental figures, made it seem like you didn't have a place. I know, especially Rosa, but I don't want you to hide. I want you to show us you and who you are. Because you're not the person that would willingly burn their friends.
I had hoped for so long that the things I could do, this pain I could cause, had some purpose.
You have to make that purpose yourself. And I think that's why we're kind of all here.
I don't know who I am, but I suppose I'd like to find out.
And again, that's why we're all here.
We are in a unique situation where, unfortunately, we aren't equal to the people around us. We have different capabilities, and different connections, and we are I think the easiest way to put it is we are here to make a place for ourselves. And some people need a little bit more help than others. I want to ask Elijah, who do you want to be?
I don't know. Suppose I want to be someone who I don't know, defends what's right.
It's as Chris said. You know what's right and what's wrong. It's in your gut. But you don't have to do this alone. If you're really not sure, you can ask. You can talk to us about it. Or someone you trust. Maybe not that. Talk to a peer. I think Garrett might be the closest or the best step you can take. I think he has a lot more in common with you than probably what I do or what Chris does.
I see. Then I suppose that will be my purpose. To be someone who you love and who loves you back.
Unless anyone has anything else they'd like to say.
Get out of here, DM.
Go fuck yourself.
Get out of here.
Man, I should really let you guys talk more.
We're cooking. Yeah.
I should really let you guys talk more.
Give me a fucking break. Please.
I'm gonna pray you more.
Wait, hang on. Shut up. Don't speak. So I just wanted to say. Well, I think it would help, Elijah, if you realize for yourself that you are one of us. You are someone. You are someone worthy of love. And I think the best way to start that is to love yourself. You know, treat people the way you want to be treated. Love thy neighbor, however it goes in the Bible. Wasn't all totally wrong. I'll like put my hand on his shoulder.
It's gonna take a while for me to really trust you again.
For us to trust you again.
Let's just say, I'm gonna guess Rena probably has her own demons too, but I have my own reasons as to why it's not just hard because of what happened on yesterday, but the past. Hurts, just like it's hurting me now. And I wouldn't mind talking about it. But right now it's not about me, it's about you. About us, comrades.
Okay, wait, hold on.
So, it's about understanding you. And we'll understand each other in time. Well, we need to have more conversations, it looks like. Maybe I could take you guys skating or something.
Did you like it at the arcade, Elijah?
Can't say I've ever experienced something like that before.
You could go to the homeless shelter. If that's even the thing that happens. It's like on the spot volunteering.
I'm sure Miss Gloria would be happy to take more volunteers. But there's a lot of stuff we can do, Elijah, that'll help build yourself back up without the other pieces. But you are grown. You are old enough to make your own choices. But doesn't mean you aren't worthy of love. That goes for anybody.
Thank you.
Y'all got anything else?
Yeah, I think we're done here.
Okay. Yeah. I think you kind of, sort of succinctly cut the conversation a little, seeing as you have your own prior obligations. But I think each of you in your own way sees this as a step towards something very different from the way things started. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. I don't know if you all say anything, but you have a tram or car ride to get to. If you spend it in silence, no one would blame you. That's all up to you. There is a short moment of peace, where I think you all just kind of sit for a little while. Enjoy a few minutes of a chance to breathe, and just kind of, for lack of a better term, be kids. And I think that breathing is kind of cut short
as a large black sedan, followed by 2 more, pulls up along the street and into the parking lot. And I think you go from having that nice breathing to almost feeling it catch in your throats. As you know, it's not that simple anymore. Hasn't been that simple for the past week. And it gets even less simple as, Rena, you see 2 people you recognize step out of this van.
Oh, dear Neptune.
One is a man in a well-kept suit with short-shaved hair, and a massive frame.
Oh God, it's Kingpin.
As you recognize the face of Lorenzo Moretti.
Oh, fuck! Okay.
And getting out of the car with him is a thinner man. Long blonde hair and a bright red suit. And a pair of goggles pressed tightly against his face. And a large red hat.
Oh, fuck!
And he immediately makes eye contact with you. And you see a horrifying grin spread across his face as the 2 approach you, sitting by the lighthouse, waiting patiently.
I am incredibly uncomfortable. Oh, shit.
And I would say you have about a minute to speak to the other 2 before they get there.
So,
The other 2?
Us two.
Oh, us 2. Okay. Sorry.
the other 2?
Shut up!
Are you with someone else?
You know what? Can I make like an insight check as to like, I mean, the guy is dressed in a bright red suit. Can I not like put 2 and 2 together and be like,
I thought he had red
that was
brown
purple?
hair.
I picked a color. I just picked a primary color.
For his suit?
Yeah.
I thought his hair was not blonde.
I think he's blonde.
I thought his hair was red and his suit was purple. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hold on, right now.
He's blonde now.
He's
It's fine.
someone different.
He has a red hat and goggles.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Whatever.
Okay, can I like make sense that this guy
it. I would say that
This man is not normal.
I think, unfortunately, you would not know Finnegan, but you 100% know Moretti. And I think you no
Like
role
2 and 2
required.
together,
Yeah,
like-
you instantly are like, And I'd say you have an actual minute, like, to explain what you have seen.
Oh fuck. I hope that's not who we're meeting.
That's who we're meeting right now. It's happening.
Who is that?
Well, the big guy.
He's Lorenzo Moretti of the Moretti Mafia, who is highly influential. You could say they pull the strings in a lot of the corporate political decisions.
Who's the gay one?
They helped construction of the Hills Mall, if that gives you perspective.
I see.
And the guy next to him, Finnegan Pierce, is someone the police department has been tracking down for a long time.
How do you not track that guy down?
I asked myself the same question,
Look at him.
but part of me thinks they might be in it together. However, he's a hush-hush serial killer.
Cool.
That's probably the nicest way I can put it.
We're gonna have a little contested insight real quick. Chris, if you could roll an insight check for me.
Okay. Great. That's a 4.
I think when she mentions Finnegan, as they get closer, you kind of glance to look at him. And you see him kind of look at Rena and look at Elijah. And he still has that wide grin on his face. And he looks at you, and I think you share this sort of fraction of a second of eye contact. And you watch that grin spread just a little wider.
Wow! That guy's gonna touch me!
Dude, is your dad a serial killer?
I don't know.
As they both approach, and you see that Moretti sort of reaches into his breast pocket and pulls out a cigar. Cuts it. He sort of snips the end of it and lights it as he approaches, and he just kind of finally steps in front of you, much larger than all of you, as he just kind of looks at each of you and just kind of slowly,
What's with the gay one?
What's with the twink?
When they said that 3 fucking kids were the ones that were able to, for maybe 30 seconds, stand up to the priest, not exactly what I had in mind.
So I'm guessing where you guys sent the text.
Brilliant deduction.
Asked a question. What do you two
So
fine fellas want to talk about?
So what? None of you able to fucking talk, show a little bit of respect?
State your purpose.
Really,
All
state your
business.
purpose.
Yeah. What the fuck you doing here?
All business, alright. Then, let's talk all business.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
We'll cut to the chase. The bishop's brother wants you fucking dead. Dead as shit. And frankly, there's not a whole lot holding him back from doing it. The only reason he hasn't hunted you all down individually is because I've managed to stop him. So, you should probably be a little grateful. And you might want to show some fucking respect. Because if you don't, I'd be more than happy to make you and all your fucking families disappear. So how's that for business?
Why are you doing this?
That's the question of the hour, ain't it? I'll put it simply. I respected the priest. Within reason. He was a bit of a fucking nutcase. I think we can all agree on that, in some level of respect. But that aside, he knew what he was doing. He had a good pair of fists, let's put it that way. And needless to say, anyone who's able to stand up to him for longer than 30 seconds has potential. So, I've come to make a little bit of an offer, a little bit of a deal. Something that I think might benefit everyone. I can keep him away from you. I have the power to do that. I keep him and his grubby fucking mitts off of you, off your families. In exchange, you do a little work for me. Maybe you hop on back to your fucking school. Send me the occasional piece of information here and there. And I want you all to know that I'll give you plenty of time to think it over.
So what's he doing here?
New hired hand.
Fuck.
Why is he so smirky? Why is he looking at me weird? Why is he smiling more at me than the other two?
You see that he sort of glances over and fully elbows him in the chest, and you watch as his whole body crumples a little bit. I apologize. He has a little bit of a tendency, he has a staring problem. I apologize. I hope it didn't make you feel uncomfortable.
You know, I'm already comfortable. Not just because of him, but, you know, the whole thing about, you know, family disappearing.
I have a tendency to do that.
Okay, but wait, hold on a second. So, but you and the priest were together. Don't you have, like, the same goals, you know? Like, same motivations?
Roughly. He saw things from a religious perspective. Frankly, I'm not much of the religious type. I see this as an opportunity. How better to do my business than with half the population gone? The power vacuum that comes from that will be insane. And I'm more than happy to fill it. Naturally, I wouldn't have told him that to his face, because I'm sure he would have blown a fucking gasket. But we're all in this for different reasons. The outcome's the same. I'm just here to pick up on his missed leftovers. I don't want an answer today, and I don't want one tomorrow. Because I really want you all to think on things, to mull them over. Because the last thing I want is for any of you to make a decision a bit too rash. So, I'll give you plenty of time. How's 2 weeks sound? 2 weeks to decide. You can either condemn yourselves to bumping it in with Blackwell, bunking with him, and seeing how well that plays out for you. Or you come work with someone who has some real capability, who can keep you safe, who can keep your family safe.
Quick question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Can we pinpoint Yin or Jeremiah from?
You can see where Yin is. Jeremiah is a ways enough away to not be an eye's view.
But we know that he's probably there.
You know he's nearby.
Okay.
He can see everything? Okay.
Now, I came here, weapons free, because I didn't want you to think I was here to try and put you down.
I highly doubt that you need a weapon, sir. Out of respect.
You see this sort of wide smile on his face. That is a correct assumption. But I'm not one who likes to get his hands dirty. That's what he's for.
You know he's being hunted after, right?
Which is crazy because he's like the most obvious man that you would think would be hunted right now. Sorry, but you know,
I have reasons to believe that you are the reason why that the police department can't find him.
You see that... Oh god, I'm gonna have to do another accent.
Oh.
I should be okay with this one because it's more southern adjacent, which I'm okay with.
Southern man.
You see that he sort of takes his hat off and tips it to you. It seems my reputation has preceded me. Yes, my name is Finnegan Pierce. And I am very grateful to have gotten a chance to meet you all. If you must know, it was not Mr. Moretti that kept me from their clawed little mitts. I do that myself.
Okay, but why do you wear, like, this is no disrespect, but, like, why the outfit? I'm just, just help me understand, please.
For the same reason you have chosen to dye your hair a strange color.
Ooh.
That's not the same. That's not the same.
Ooh,
Listen,
he got you there, Chris.
at least I'm not committing mass felonies, and I'm on the run from the authorities.
Believe me, Miss Jones, I think you and I are just a few skips away from same sides of the pond.
No, we're not. No. Mm-mm. No.
I see it.
No.
I do.
No.
But all that aside, I do my own work myself. Unfortunately, I have opted to take a little bit of a paycheck to put my work on hold. This gives me a bit better of an opportunity to find something that might entice me a bit more. And so far, I am seeing something rather particularly enticing.
Don't look at me when you say that. Don't look at me when you fucking say that shit. Okay.
Why are you like so perverted, dude? You're making this really, really weird.
I need to know what it looks like.
Ray's like, God damn,
That's crazy. Let me hear this guy out. Anyway. So, are you a part of Forma Electa? Formis Electa? What's it called?
Electa.
I think.
Forma Electa?
You see that he sort of are you asking?
Both.
Both. You see that Finnegan sort of glances at Moretti, and Moretti sort of takes a long drag from his cigar and sort of taps it out. I am.
What do you like do?
I'm the financial backing.
No, like what do you like?
Back.
What do you like control to the people besides people? Like, what are your powers?
Why would I tell you that?
I don't know, because it's a cool fact.
A rather odd way to put that, but no, I'm not going to tell you. So, I don't want an answer today. I don't want one tomorrow. But I would like an answer within the next 2 weeks, and I'll let you know when I'm ready to hear you out.
And so, like, when the answer is not what you want to hear, then what?
I think for now, I trust that you will all be smart enough to make a smart decision. I don't think I need to worry about the other alternative. I trust you're all intelligent enough to make that smart decision. So, I'll let you all enjoy a nice evening at the lighthouse, unless there's anything else you have to ask of me. But if not, I'll be in touch.
Why kids?
Because unfortunately, most of the adults are already taken. Normally, the grown-ups throw their lot in. And once that's done, there's almost no way to get them out. You're all free. You don't have any binds to anything. Free will.
I would argue that we don't.
You'd be surprised. I think you'd be very surprised.
Given the choices that you gave us.
What are your connections to Kerbin?
Why would he tell you that, bro?
I'm just saying.
How much did the priest fucking say? Jesus fucking Christ.
It's not what he said. We saw him there.
Well, no, he said he was gonna come anyways, but you know.
We saw him
The
there.
politician was gonna be there either way.
He said that Hans Kerbin was gonna come and see like the new recruits, basically, that was gonna be part of the group.
You see that he like grits his teeth, and I do think you watch like almost hints of powder come from his teeth as he just grits them.
Grinding his teeth down. Bro's
Yes, no,
fucked
that is.
up.
As he sort of takes another long drag from his cigar. That fucking priest can't keep his goddamn mouth shut. Honestly, I'm fucking grateful someone put him down. I'm so fucking sick of having to deal with his ass.
Well, you know, Catholics and indoctrinating children, you know, it comes hand in hand.
Oh my god.
Bastard trusts too much, talks too loud, and says too little.
Those weren't nothing burgers he was serving.
All that aside, that's none of your business. Regardless of what any of us do. But I think with that much knowledge, at least you know that our little group, whatever you'd like to call it, isn't exactly small fry.
big hitters. And eventually you'll all figure it out. So you can either choose to throw in your lot with the right side, or you can tie yourself down with someone like Blackwell, who has no fucking clue what we're capable of. So, 2 weeks. Any other questions?
I feel like you're a geokinetic, but I don't really know for sure. Maybe necrokinetic. Huh.
Nah, something dumb like aerokinetic or something.
I feel like this, whatever this guy over here with the goggles, is probably like an electrokinetic, right? Feels like the sciencey type. Always electrokinetics.
No, actually, I think Finnegan Pierce would be.
We're just trying to guess it.
He doesn't give me electro vibes. He gives me like. I have to look at the list, but not electrokinetic. Something that helps him with what
Is
he
everyone
does.
in this fucking group an electrokineticist?
Come on, give us a hit at least.
Give us a fighting chance.
We're gonna die anyways. Now in 2 weeks.
You'll figure it out when it comes around. 2 weeks. I'll be in touch. And he takes a cigarette, flicks the last little bit of it, drops it on the ground and stomps on it. And turns around. And I think you watch as Finnegan is glancing at all of you behind these sort of dark, like almost purple glasses, or goggles. Before he opens his mouth to say something, as Moretti kind of behind him. Let's go, Pierce. Stop opening your fucking mouth. We have more important
Can
things
we use
to do.
insight to see like the first word he might have said?
You can make an insight check, yeah, if everyone wants to make an insight check on
I'm gonna use my observant skills actually. What was he gonna say?
that. He didn't start saying anything.
Let me read his lips. Nothing.
You get the word I. He did not start a full cohesive sentence. He literally started to open his mouth.
Can I like see why, like maybe why he's so like happy?
Yeah, that's what I was going to make
Yeah.
the insight check for.
Okay, here comes. Wow, that's a 3.
God damn, is anyone else gonna make an insight check on this
Yes,
dude? There's
yes,
no
yes.
way.
Let me.
No way.
That is a. You said insight?
Yeah.
9.
Oh my god.
Insight?
I have disadvantage on wisdom checks right now, so.
Hey, brutal. That was fucked.
Gimme.
Wow. A
Okay.
20.
It's a 22.
Okay, but is that disadvantage? So the next one could be a 1.
That's a 4.
Ah! Duality, man. Alright, well. Can I use my inspiration to
Yeah, if you have it. If you want to use it on this, yeah.
Well, when do we get, we gotta have like another point from you, right?
Yeah, I have to give you one.
No, I don't have
I know someone who has one use inspiration.
Yeah.
Can, like, Cody give me his...
Is it important enough, though?
Yeah, that's the thing, is do you think this is important enough?
I think it is.
Okay.
I'm not gonna use an inspiration on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just see a fairly... I think the easiest thing that you see is a certain level of glee. And beneath that is a deep-set pride. But I think you all see it as almost this perversion of the ideas. As he sort of closes his mouth, takes off his hat, and gives a deep bow, and follows behind Moretti.
Get a load of this guy.
And I think with that, actually, is where we're going to end our session today.